so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics, who are God's chosen people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel. But in order for the so-called white man to keep his power, he spends time and makes it where we don't know who we are as a people. And we walking around here deaf, dumb, and blind.
Right.
And the problem with our people walking around here deaf, dumb, and blind is you going into all of these stores, you buying up all the hand sanitizer, buying up all the toilet paper, but you not sitting down and you not getting back in this word, and your eyes are not open to who you are as a people. Hosea 4:6, read.
Yeah.
We out here, the Lord put us out here to let you know who you are as a people. And to let you know that the so-called white man is the devil.
That's right.
That's why he put out this coronavirus, and that's why the so-called white man over here in East Orange, New Jersey, is treating y'all like a bunch of teenagers that borrowed dad's car without permission, and all of y'all gotta be in the house by 8 o'clock because of this coronavirus.
That's right.
You don't even know anybody.
Lights on.
You don't even know anybody that got the coronavirus. Like the brother said, you got to be in the house by the time the street lights come on. Read.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
Bring it out.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Right. The Lord said that his people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And that's exactly what's going on with the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
That's exactly what's going on when you don't even know anybody that got the coronavirus, but you following the media hype. And you go into Walmart, you go into Sam's Club, you go into these different stores, and you buying up all the toilet paper, you buying up all the Lysol, you buying up all the hand sanitizer for an illness that's basically a souped up version of the common cold.
That's right.
They got y'all walking around here in masks and gloves, looking like Mortal Kombat characters that didn't make the final cut off of a hoax. They scaring y'all. I said, listen, that's all this corona thing is. This is a hoax. This might not even be real. This might be something that the so-called white man is using to usher in martial law.
Bring it out.
I'm from New York. Things weren't this bad during Hurricane Sandy.
That's right.
And Hurricane Sandy was a real actual event. I literally walked right through Sandy. I had to walk through Sandy to catch a cab to get home. Because they shut down the trains, they shut down the buses, they shut down everything. So I had to walk through Sandy to get home. I went to work. I went into work Wednesday afternoon. I didn't get home until Friday night. I was stuck in the city for 2 days. That's a real event, not what they got going on with this so-called coronavirus, this COVID-19. They got y'all running scared, like Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal. Continue.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge. You go maybe 7 to 8 blocks from here down into Orange, and every time we go to Orange, they calling the police on us. Right. Because down there in Orange, they rejected knowledge. The brother said that they used to sell the same corner that we try to wake up our people, they used to sell drugs on that corner. They used to call it Pill Hill because that's what they sold over there. They sold pills. The black man can sell pills and poison his own people, but the black man can't teach the truth and try to wake his people up. So over there in Orange, they rejected knowledge.
That's right.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Because they rejected knowledge, the Lord is rejecting them. And them damn cops in Orange, New Jersey, don't have the opportunity to be priests unto the Most High.
That's right.
Like we are.
That's right.
This is what you're looking at right now. You're looking at the priesthood of the Most High.
That's right.
And we, as the priesthood of the Most High, we coming out here. Some of we done came from New York, then came from Camden, and various other places to come out here on Main Street in East Orange, New Jersey, to come and wake y'all up.
That's right.
Seeing that has forgotten the law of Yahweh, I will also forget thy children.
Right. It's because you have forgotten the laws of the Most High. The Most High, he said he would forget our children.
That's right.
And you know that we have been forgotten because we out here. We out here in Essex County. We stuck in the ghettos of Essex County.
Right.
We out here in Orange, in East Orange, in Newark, in Irvington. Out here stuck in the ghettos of Essex County. How many of us, how many of our people that are righteous and are not a bunch of sellouts, how many of our people do you see living in Montclair and Upper Montclair and Livingston, West Orange, South Orange, Nutley, West Caldwell, Glen Ridge, Cedar Grove? How many of us do you see out there in Verona, where they film The Sopranos at, that are not a bunch of sellouts? But here we are. We ain't in Livingston. We ain't in South Orange. We're not in Verona. We are out here on Main Street in East Orange trying to wake y'all up. Get Proverbs 1 and 20. And this is, we are the Hebrew Israelites. This is what we do. This is what we do in New York. This is what we do in Philly. This is what we do in DC. This is what we do in Atlanta. This is what we do in Newark. This is what we do in Patterson.
That's right.
We all over the country with it.
That's right.
Right. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20.
Bring it out.
Wisdom crieth without.
Wisdom crieth without. And that's exactly what we doing. We crying without. We out here in Brick Church Plaza in front of ShopRite crying without. Read.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
We uttering our voices in the street. Read.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
And this Main Street in East Orange, this is a chief place of concourse. People are driving by, like doing like Cameo or like Aaliyah, going back and forth. People, buses, whatever. People are driving by, going back and forth. This is a chief place of concourse. I mean, hell, we got enough brothers. We might get the urge to one day set up one Sunday right in front of that church and do like Malcolm did in the beginning of the movie.
That's right.
Because they not teaching you nothing in the churches.
That's right.
I mean, hell, because of the coronavirus, you can't even go to church.
That's right.
Right.
I don't know what they're doing over here in Jersey, but we got a rule in New York. No gatherings of any more than 10 people.
Same.
You can't have any more than 10 people together at a time in New York. And what brothers say, it's the same thing over here. So this coronavirus ought to be an eye-opener. Like, damn, you can't go to the movies. You can't be outside after the street lights come on. You can't go to the barbershop. You can't go to a museum or to a restaurant. Hell. And I mean, I thought the Constitution was supposed to provide for separation of church and state. But you look up and you can't even go to church. Or your pastor is giving online lessons because y'all can't come to the congregation. And supposedly it's to stop the spread of the coronavirus.
That's right.
They telling you that it's to stop the spread of the coronavirus, but you yourself personally, you don't even know nobody.
That's right.
The coronavirus.
Bring that up.
Continue.
In the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying,
Right. In the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her voice, saying, read.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long, you simple ones? How long are y'all gonna love simplicity?
Right.
And just like in New York, we know that a lot of y'all Negroes out here in Jersey, y'all love simplicity. Some things are nationwide. Just like we said already. Yeah, let this chariot of Satan, just like we on 45th, let the chariot of Satan pass. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? Read.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
And the scorners delight in their scorning. We go out to Orange, and we got all types of people coming against us for teaching the truth.
Right.
Continue.
And fools hate knowledge.
And fools hate knowledge. If you hate knowledge, you a fool. Read.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Right. Turn you in at my reproof. Behold, I will pour my spirit out unto you. And that's exactly what the Most High has done. That's why you see these brothers standing here now. Because he poured out his spirit unto us.
Right.
It's been almost 15 years since I answered the call. And these other brothers answered the call too.
That's right.
Now see, somebody might get simple and say, I just see a bunch of dudes. How come ain't no women out there? Let me answer that by saying this. This is the battlefield. The mental, emotional, and spiritual battlefield. And sometimes them battles even get to be physical.
That's right.
And we, being the good men that we are, we wouldn't want our women exposed to that.
That's right.
So that's why you don't see no women up here.
That's right.
And that's why that dude in West Philly was off as hell. That dude that was in West Philly that had his woman out there teaching with him,
Right,
that was
right.
extremely off.
That's right.
And I'm not just talking about it. I saw the video. Scripture says prove all things. I can prove it. I saw the video. The man had no business having his woman out there with him teaching.
Right. Right.
Give Proverbs 8 and 4. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 4.
Read.
Unto you, O men, I call.
Unto you, O men, I call. Read.
And my voice is to the sons of men.
And the Lord's voice is to the sons of men. That's why. That's who you see up here. That's why you only see the brothers up here. Get Psalm 68 and 12. It's not a sexist thing. It's not a misogynist thing. We love our women and we want to protect them. That's why you don't see them out here with us while we bringing out the word. Read.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 12. Kings of armies did flee apace.
Kings of armies did flee apace. Read.
And she that tarried at home divided the spoil.
And she that tarried or waited at home divided the spoil. That's the woman's job, to tarry at home and divide the spoil. That was the woman's job in ancient Israel, and that's the woman's job now. And it's going to be the woman's job in the coming future, to tarry at home and divide the spoil. So we are out here in this battlefield, we out here trying to wake up our people. 13 and 1.
Okay, women are called ladies, and the word lady just simply means baker of bread. And where do you bake? You know, they're supposed to be at home, baking the bread. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of the home. But a lot of our women want to be called queens, and the word queen means whore.
Right.
So they instead of them saying I want to be a lady, they want to be whores, and that's what the word queen means. A king's queen means a king's whore.
Right.
That's what it meant. That's what we call them princesses. Not no queen, because a queen is what? Have power. And our women are not supposed to have power over their king.
Right.
The king is ruling. It's called a kingdom, not a queendom.
Right.
Now America's called a queendom though.
Get out, King.
It's nothing but a whole bunch of damn sodomites and a whole bunch of homosexuality.
That's right.
That's why, this place has the floor. So, the touch base on what the brother said. Yes, lady means baker of bread. That's what women used to do. They had lady roles. They were ladies. Now they don't want to be ladies no more. They want to be queens.
Right.
They want to be big, open, wide thoughts.
Right. That's right. Bad.
They want bad B words. Bad dogs.
Right.
Go ahead,
Bad dog.
Right.
And the bad dog is your dog is bad when she done doo-dooed on your carpet.
Right.
Again. But we don't want our women being bad dogs.
No.
Right.
And
Your lady.
like I said, as far as being ladies, get Deuteronomy 28 and 56.
Read. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, 88, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you.
Right. The tender and delicate woman among you. And that's how our women used to be. Our women used to be tender and our women used to be delicate. But what has the black woman become today? You got a lot of these chicks that walk around here carrying themselves like they could go 15 rounds with Sonny Liston.
No.
Happy Sabbath, brother.
Oh, shalom.
Shalom. Happy Sabbath. Yeah. Shabbat shalom.
And I think I see some fringes on this man. Oh, okay, that's his brother's son. But you just wish us a happy Sabbath, so that means you've heard the word before.
I mean, you know, I'm not. What do you guys are? Hebrew Israelite?
Yes, Khan.
Well, I'm more of a 7-day Adventist.
Well, that's the one thing y'all got right.
Yeah, however, but I'm not really 7-day Adventist. I believe in God. Most High. I don't really have a side.
Nah, you.
However, I do believe in the Sabbath, the 7th day. I believe that. I believe Saturday is the day of the Sabbath.
That's a commandment. That's a commandment. Remember the Sabbath.
I believe Yahshua.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, brother, we just had a Sabbath class. And we were earlier this afternoon. We went to the brother's house. And we had Sabbath class before we came out here. So, and basically what I've been saying is, you know, this whole coronavirus thing really should be an eye opener for our people.
Right.
Because anytime they cancel it, because the Roman Empire, they always said give them bread and circuses to keep them from rioting.
Right.
So when they taking away the bread and circuses, because that's basically what the sports is. No, not at all.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. When they taking away the bread and circuses, because that's what the sports is, when they taking away the bread and circuses, that's how you know something serious is happening. They done took away everybody's bread and circuses to keep them pacified.
That's right.
When they don't care about that, you know something serious is about to go down.
That's right.
And that's why we out here in East Orange coming to you to teach this word. Continue.
Which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for the delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
Right. And it's a real common thing for women right now to walk around talking about niggas ain't sugar, honey, iced tea.
Right.
You got these black women walking around saying that like that's their middle name.
Right.
Oh, these niggas ain't sugar, honey, iced tea.
Right.
But that's not how our women used to be. Our women used to be tender and delicate. Not walking around here rough, tough, and masculine. Looking like, let's say, looking like they could go 12 rounds with Mike.
Yeah.
And some of them think they can go 12 rounds with Mike. And I done seen Ip Man. Even though Mike is in his 50s, he still got it.
Right.
You can see how he became a heavyweight champ at age 20.
19.
Man was 19, heavyweight champ. First, like the first part of his career, first round knockouts. Like 1-2,
Right.
Back in '88, Michael Spinks is looking up at the ceiling lights. But in the first round, it was a wrap.
60 seconds.
That was it. Michael Spinks. Wop. It was over for Michael Spinks. But that's how our women act today. Like they could go 12 rounds with Mike Tyson.
Right.
But that's not how women are supposed to be. 1 Timothy 2:11.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 11.
Bring it out.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
Right. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. So in all actuality, you're not supposed to have women pastoring these churches.
No.
And you got a lot of that in the black community.
That's right.
Women ain't supposed to be pastoring these churches. Read.
But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Right. Paul said, for I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Read.
For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Keep on.
Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety.
Right. So that's how the woman is going to be saved. And in these last days, with this coronavirus and with everything else that's coming down, these women are not going to be all of that independent woman.
Right.
Nah. That's gonna come to an abrupt halt.
Con.
Because the reason why these women say they independent and they don't need no man is because they went to college and they got jobs that pay $65,000 and $70,000 a year. Let's see how independent you are when you can't go to work.
Con.
When you can't go to work
Economy crash.
and you can't make that money,
Con.
and the only thing a dollar bill is good for is wiping your behind
God.
and finish defecating. When, brothers, I remember brothers said it to me 15 years ago. The time is gonna come when you're gonna be walking down the street and that garbage can is gonna be filled with $100 bills.
Con.
It actually happened in Venezuela.
Con.
They was making, they said that the dollar don't even matter no more, the pesos. So the dude was making murals out of pesos. He was making murals in the streets.
Con.
Because the money was worthless.
It don't mean nothing no more. It's worthless.
Right. But these days you got,
You guys coming through?
Nah, they wait for the bus.
Okay.
what you got now is, you got people still ready to kill each other for that dollar bill. But see, the thing of it is, I mean, money doesn't mean a damn thing anymore because there's so much now that you can't do with it.
That's
Right.
If you go to a restaurant, you gotta buy your food and keep it pushing. You can't sit down inside and eat. You can't go to the barbershop. You can't go to the movies. You can't go to the museum.
Yep.
You can't go here. You can't go there. You can't even go to church,
Right.
as I said before.
Right.
And that's one thing black folks are known for.
Right.
Having them churches, them big mega churches,
Right.
that membership is 2,000 strong.
Right.
But now, see, Rev is upset because that collection plate is getting real light.
Right.
So I'm sorry, brother. So what needs to be done?
Well, what needs to be done is we need to get back in His Word.
That's
and
right.
We need to come back to the Most High. And that's really the message that's like boom, that might as well be on a big old like they have them big old screens at the sporting events, the Jumbotron. That's the message that might as well be on the Jumbotron. Come back to the Most High. We'll get to that. That's the message. Come back to the Most High.
That's right.
Because all the distractions are getting taken away. Every day you wake up, another distraction is being taken away.
That's right.
So the day is going to come really, really soon where you ain't going to have no choice but to come back to the Most High. That's going to be it. Isaiah 13:2. And that's what we're out here to tell you. We're out here to tell you that pretty soon your only choice, you're going to have two choices. Either repent and come back to the Lord or die.
Con.
Read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 2.
Bring it out.
Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
Right. Lift ye up a banner, which is the word of the Lord, upon the high mountain. We supposed to be going in front of city halls, teaching this word.
That's right.
If we gotta go down to Trenton and we gotta preach this word in Trenton, and Phil Murphy is standing right there.
We're gonna do it already.
We gonna preach this word right in front of Phil Murphy or Andrew Walton.
That's right. That's right.
Exalt ye a banner upon the high mountain.
God.
And the high mountain represents rulership.
Got a minute for the word of God? Just a minute, bro.
It's all good.
I mean, yo,
There's
if
gonna
you
be a
don't
time when
want
you
to
don't
hear
want
it,
to.
hey, listen. The choice, like, listen, he might as well, but hey, that's on him. Continue.
Exalt the voice unto them.
Exalt the voice unto them. And that's what we doing. We exalting our voices unto the people. Read.
Right.
Shake the hand,
Shake the hand. Continue.
that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Right. We supposed to be out here with this word so rough and so heavy, and we supposed to push this word so hard that we out here, they going to the mayor of East Orange.
Right.
And they going down to Trenton talking about, come get them niggas.
Con.
Yo, go get them niggas off the corner.
Right.
That's how we supposed to be pushing this word. And even though the Constitution has been suspended, whether y'all know it or not,
Con.
Lord's will, this whole coronavirus panic dies down soon.
Bring it up.
And when that happens, we gonna be right back out here.
That's right.
We gonna be right back out here pushing this word, teaching this word, and making a valiant attempt to wake up our people. Now, if they don't wake up again, as it says in Ezekiel 3, if they don't wake up, then the blood is off our hands. We've
time.
done our job.
Right.
But then again, this is not a numbers game. Because scripture also tells you that there is joy in the presence of the angels over one sinner that repented.
Con.
If all these times we come out here, if one person repents from us being out here, then we've done our job.
That's right.
Servants of the Lord. House of Israel, New Jersey, has done their job.
Con.
One person comes out here to repent. And after this thing dies down, this is not going to be just an East Orange thing. East Orange, Newark, Passaic, Patterson, Camden. We already been to Camden. The Walter Rand Transportation Center, land of the walking dead.
Right.
So we gonna be all over Jersey. Right. We gonna see this.
Right.
Like you're in the message, man. It's good, it's good.
Yo,
You wanna
listen.
take down my number?
Start doing, you know.
When this listen, man. When this madness dies down, we gonna be out here all the time.
I got that first.
Hold on.
I got one more for you, brother. That's what this out of the words of people say Yeshua, they say Yahweh in the Hebrew. This is out of the words of Christ. He said, this is Luke chapter 13 and verse 3. I tell you, nay, but except you repent, ye shall all likewise perish. So in plain English, Christ is literally saying, repent or just drop dead. Simple as that. Keep these commandments. Do what my Father told you to do. And you know what I'm saying? It's not just 10 commandments like the church been telling us. It's 613 commandments.
That's right.
We're supposed to be following all the commandments. Not just pick and choose like I'm gonna do this one. I'm not gonna do this one. Do all the commandments and you shall be perfect. Just like the Bible says. Be ye perfect and sin not no more. Understand? So we gotta repent, keep the commandments of God, or else when Christ come back, we're gonna put to death.
That's right.
That's all I got to say.
So that's what it is. It's either keep these commandments or be put to death.
That's right.
Those are your choices.
That's right.
And if you don't want to keep these commandments, you will be put to death.
That's right.
Luke 19:27.
So, you want to read it up?
Yeah.
Got it?
I know you should. You sharp on time, but it needs to practice.
Go on,
Read.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 19,
27.
verse 27. But those mine enemies,
Right.
which would not that I should reign over them.
Right. And Christ said, this is Christ himself. If you get a Bible with red letters, those are the words of Christ himself. Isn't it right?
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, yours is snapped up. Okay, but some Bibles have it where the words that are Christ Himself are in red. But and I know my Bible is like that, and it says, yeah, that's what it looked like. Man, get Jeremiah 4:22. Like you up here trying to come against the servants of the Lord, but you got a daggone mask on, because you scared of catching the corona, and the coronavirus doesn't really affect our people.
Right.
Do not believe the hype about Rudy Goldberg and Kevin Durant. Don't believe the hype about the two of them. The reason why Esau did that is because our people run around talking about, yo, black people don't really get the coronavirus.
Right. That's right.
And then they hired these two, Rudy Goldberg, right, and Idris Elba. They hired the three of them to say that they got the coronavirus.
Right.
Right.
Get involved with this madness.
Right. They want us. They want us to be involved in the madness.
Right.
Because they know that we are God's chosen people.
That's right.
And they hate it. So every chance they get to try to get us jacked up, they do. They got they say that it does affect the elderly. So I'm really not mad at the brother for being out here with the mask and the gloves on. But I mean, we the men of the Lord.
Right.
We keep the law, we do the commandments. We gonna be alright.
Right.
It's like Jacob put on a mask and gloves, but he won't put any fringes on.
Like you jumping for these crackers, but brothers give you the righteous dress code, and you like, what? Man, I ain't wearing that Power Ranger suit. Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22.
Bring it out.
For my people is foolish.
Right, the man came up here. The man came up here all rah, like he was looking to get at the elder brother. And I'm like, yo, what's your issue?
Right.
And brothers are saying like, yo, he pulled up to the camp and got cut. And them cuts ain't healed yet.
Right.
Read.
They have not known me. They are sottish children.
Right. And that's how our people are. They haven't known the Most High. They are sottish children. Read.
And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Right. None understanding. Our people are wise to do evil. They know how to do all types of evil. They know how to cook up dope, crack, and coke, and all these other drugs. How to roll a blunt. Some of them even growing their own weed. In all actuality, there's nothing wrong with that. There's actually nothing wrong with marijuana in and of itself. You're just not supposed to smoke it.
Right.
You can boil it and make tea. You can make them special brownies.
Right.
You can do all that.
Right.
Just no. And they got all these different strains. Reggie and Loud and Purple Haze and Indigo and OG Kush. You don't know what the hell you ingested.
Right.
Right. You mess around and end up like Chris Tucker and Friday.
Right.
Running
Off the,
No, it was laced with PCP.
there you go, PCP.
Yeah. Either that or you mess around, somebody else with K2.
Monsanto's actually owns majority of the percentage of the wheat industry.
Oh, wow.
So Monsanto's, that's linked up with GMO.
Damn, they got GMO wheat, and in all actuality, a lot of y'all get your nickel bags or your dime bags, and you like to complain about there being seeds in it. There's supposed to be seeds in it.
That's right.
Get Genesis 1:27.
Bring that out.
Like, yo, come on, son. Why the sticky icky got seeds in it? There's supposed to be seeds in it.
Remember when I used to sell in the world, I remember somebody said that to me. Why didn't seeds in the pack? And I'm like, you could grow it.
Try 29.
I give you a lifetime supply of bunches now. Bro, I give you a starter pack. There you go.
Right. The weed starter pack. And now Negroes, right. And Negro wanna shoot you.
It's a lot. They said, you know, in the hood, I'm in Jersey City. In the hood, they said we got seeds, it's fake. I said, you dumb niggas, man. Where the hell is weed going from? The seed, dummy.
It's supposed to, your nickel bag or your dime bag is supposed to have seeds in it. The seeds are supposed to be there.
Right.
But y'all complain about the seeds.
They call that dirt over there. I mean, it's not dirt, it's real bud.
Right. That's how you know it's real.
It ain't no GMO.
When it got seeds in it, that's how you know it's real.
That's right.
Right. And again, like I said, you can drop it in some boiling water and make some tea. Or you can put it, right? Or you can put it in some brownies. But weed lotion out.
No, they got that. They got that. They got that. They got
right.
that. And they got shampoo for it too.
CBD oil.
CBD, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. CBD.
And
There's nothing wrong with any of that. Just no joints, no blunts, no.
Oh, yeah.
Read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 29. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed.
The Lord said, I have given you every herb-bearing seed. Read.
Which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed.
Right, which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. It's supposed to be seeds. As a brother told me when I first came in, if you eat seedless fruit, and if you a dude, you gonna be seedless.
That's right.
Yeah. And the man told me, he's like, yeah, you don't eat no seedless fruit. Like, what's the matter? If you eat seedless fruit, if you a dude, you gonna be seedless. Yeah. And I remember when I was in 7th grade, they taught us in science class that seedless fruit is a genetic mutation.
That's right.
7th grade, middle school, science class.
I'm here to work, bro.
That might be a ham sandwich.
It could be ham.
Could be Levi.
ham sandwich.
Not a lot of ham.
These guys know I don't want to be with
A lot of Levi here, brothers. Don't. This is Levi.
You could be.
Levi territory. Not a lot of ham in
be
these
Levi?
songs. Levi.
It's a lot of Levi in here.
A lot of Levi, not ham.
Yo, I mean, yo, if we and then yo, that's a good thing, man. We need to bring these priests back.
Right.
Levi.
That's how you know it ain't over yet.
That's right, Levi.
Every cab you see driving is owned by Levi.
Westland.
Westland, Jacob, all of them, classic, all owned by Levi. Levi here.
Nah, bro, I remember the Westland office, the Westland
Used to be down there.
yeah, the base, the Westland
Yeah,
base.
it's
used
not
to be
there anymore.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I would be coming in from New York. I lived in Orange. I would be coming in from New York, and I would get off the 21, right in that area, and I would get off the 21 and catch a Westland cab.
Con. Bring it out before they start to run us.
The ham and cheese, they came
There they go.
The bacon,
Mayo, with extra mayo.
the bacon, yeah.
Eso come Mexican, mexicano, hermano, sí, no. De Guatemala, ven aquí. De Guatemala, ven aquí. Un minuto.
El de guatemalteco.
Somos familia, somos familia. De Guatemala, mira esto. Guatemala. ¿Dónde está? Ahí está, Guatemala. ¿Sabes de la Biblia? You believe in God? You don't believe in God? No? Why not? Why you don't believe in God? Why you don't believe in God? ¿Por qué no crees en Dios? ¿Crees en Dios? ¿Sabes de la gente de Zebulon?
He understands English. That's okay.
Zebulon, ¿sabes la gente de el tribu de Zebulon son la gente de Guatemala? ¿No sabía eso? Si usted cree en Dios, tiene que saber la Biblia. La Biblia habla de la gente de Guatemala, pero no sé, ustedes nunca tienen ese nombre. Guatemala te dieron el hombre blanco. Los gringos, los conquistadores, right? El gringo fue que te cogieron tu gente, lo pusieron en esclavo, pusieron en barco y lo vendieron, ¿no es verdad? Ok, esa historia está en la Biblia. ¿Por qué nunca te dijeron eso en las iglesias? Nunca te dijeron eso en la iglesia, ¿no es verdad? Ok, so estos son tus hermanos, somos tus primos, somos tu familia aquí. Porque sabemos de la Biblia, sabemos que Dios, Jesucristo, es su moreno también. ¿Quién es este hombre aquí? Jesús. ¿Eso no es Jesús?
No, eso no es Jesús. Es un homosexual. Se llama César Borgia.
Eso es mentiroso.
Sí.
Él dijo que él es Jesús. Eso es mentira. En el año 1492 lo pinzaron y dijeron que ese es Jesús. Pero, oh, wait, where is
No,
he?
he holding it.
Oh,
Yeah, he holding it.
he got it.
See the board there on there?
Jesucristo es moreno, parece como estos hombres.
Let him hit him. Okay. This is what we're gonna do.
You good in Spanish? Okay.
Okay. This is what we're gonna do. All right. You take out Revelation 13 and 1.
One and 13.
Yeah, Revelation. Yeah, right. 1 and 13. One
Oye,
read
escucha esto.
Revelation 1:13.
En la misma
One read,
Biblia
one translate.
habla cómo se parece Jesucristo. Y no dice, en la Biblia no dice que parece este hombre. Escucha la palabra, escucha esto. You got it out in Spanish?
He's pulling it out right now.
En español, porque no, ok, en español. Ven aquí. Sí, no hay problema. Escucha.
1 and 13. 1 and 13.
Jesucristo en la Biblia.
Straight to Spanish.
In Spanish, for him. Esto es Jesús, not this man. Eso no es Jesús, eso es Jesús. Mira, lea.
Apocalipto 1 y 14.
Esa es la Biblia, Apocalipto. Ok, ¿qué es?
Y en el medio de los 7 candeleros,
Como estos son los 7 candeleros aquí. ¿Entiendes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. ¿Qué es?
semejante al Hijo del Hombre, vestido en una ropa
En un ropa, ajá, ¿cómo?
que llegaba hasta los pies
¿Verdad? Llegaba hasta los pies, ¿qué es?
y Señor por los pechos
Ajá.
con un cintra de oro.
Como así, ¿entiendes? Lea.
De oro.
Él era rico, mira, como así, ve. Tú ves, igualito, ¿qué es? Sigue. Y'all gotta get the Bible app in Spanish.
I got it in Spanish.
You got it in Spanish? Can you read it then?
Yeah, su cabeza y sus cabellos eran blancos como blanca lana,
Era como
como nieves, sus ojos como llama de fuego.
slow it down, so watch this look. Su pelo, read it again from the top slowly.
Su cabeza
Su cabeza
y sus
y
cabellos
sus cabellos
eran blancos
blancos, ajá,
como blanca lana.
como así, como la lana. Es dura, ¿no es verdad? Es dura. ¿Qué es?
Tiene sus ojos como
Son nieve, es blanco como nieve. ¿Ves? ¿Tú ves? ¿Y cómo parece este? ¿Tiene pelo de lama? No. ¿Y su cabello es blanco? No. Sigue.
ojos como llama de fuego.
Ok, rojo. Mira sus ojos, son rojos, ¿de verdad? Y sus ojos son azul. Mentira. Sigue.
Y sus pies semejantes al bronce.
Ok, tu pies es el mismo color de tu mano, de tu brazo y de tu cara, ¿no es verdad? Es lo mismo, ¿no es verdad? Sigue.
Sonido refugante como en un horno.
So, él tenía, sus pies eran como bronce, ¿verdad? El color de bronce es como café, ¿no es verdad? Brown, en inglés brown. como esto, brown. Sigue, eso dice que es como
Como lo quemaron en un horno.
en un horno.
Si es blanco, lo queman en un horno, va a salir negro.
Es un negro.
¿Entiendes?
So, Jesucristo es este Jesús, no este hombre. Es un diablo.
Y sus voces, extraño de eso.
Y él habló muy alto. Es como en la iglesia católica. Hay que quedarse callado, ¿right? Cállate, no. Está hablando el pastor, el pope está hablando, el papá está hablando. Pero Jesús habló alto. Son mentiras que se ganan a nosotros, porque yo era católico y yo era cristiano. Los 18 años, y ahora tengo 25, no, ahora tengo 26 años. Hoy es mi cumpleaños, y mira qué estoy haciendo. Porque no me importa mi birthday, mi cumpleaños es hoy, pero no me importa de eso. Me importa de Jesucristo y de Dios, y mis hermanos y mi familia. Y a nosotros tenemos que levantarnos. Mira esto. Ese es el papá, ¿no es verdad? Venga a ver. Ese es el papá. Y mira Jesús.
Even his brother.
Mira Jesús. Moreno, ¿no es verdad? ¿Por qué? Como ellos saben que Jesús es moreno, ¿por qué dieron este diablo entonces?
So I said, what y'all talking about? That's all.
Porque ellos saben que nosotros somos los judíos de verdad.
I was crossing the street.
Los gringos que dicen que son judíos, eso es mentira. Usted es un israelita, no Guatemala. Guatemala le dieron el nombre gringo. Los gringos son los diablos. No, los gringos son los más malos del mundo entero. Ellos son el mismo diablo. ¿Entiendes? ¿Cuándo tú tienes? El año, ¿cuándo tú tienes? ¿Cómo fue? 18. Ok, muy bien. Al año 18, usted tiene que saber esto. No, Sanibala. So, ahora, ¿entiendes ahora? Nosotros somos los hijos de Dios. No todo el mundo, porque Él no vino a salvar el mundo entero. Él vino a salvar a nosotros, los israelitas, los morenos, los latinos y los nativos. Nosotros somos los israelitas, no ellos. ¿Entiendes? So, si quieres, tenemos una página de YouTube, de Instagram, de Facebook. Estamos todos los sábados en la calle predicando, porque la iglesia dice toda la mentira. ¿Entiendes ahora? So somebody give me a YouTube channel. Oh yeah. You got it in Spanish? Give me some Spanish. Primo, ¿cuál es tu apellido? ¿Cómo? Velázquez, mi mío es Velez. Es lo mismo. Un hombre blanco, España. ¿Entiende eso? Lea eso.
Y dejarás vuestro
Call the
nombre.
verse out.
Isaiah 65 and 15.
Isaiah
65 y 15.
Ajá, lea.
Y dejarás vuestro nombre por maldición a mis escudillos. Matará y a sus cercos llamará por otro nombre.
¿Entiende? Te llamaron por otro nombre. Give me a sign again one more time. Otro nombre. Tu nombre antes era, el tribu de ustedes eran Zebulon. En la Biblia te llaman Zebulon. Pero en este mundo, en América, son Guatemala. ¿Por qué? Porque nosotros, los judíos de verdad, hicimos todos los pecados de Dios, que Dios dijo que nunca haga pecado, ¿no es verdad? Nunca somos pecados. Pero nosotros, como no escuchamos el voz de Dios, ahora estamos por abajo del mundo. Y el gringo está por arriba, los chinos por arriba, los japoneses por arriba, los indios por arriba, los árabes por arriba. Y nosotros, los morenos, los latinos y nativos, ¿dónde estamos nosotros? Por abajo, ¿no es verdad? So, hay que saber la Biblia. No en la iglesia es muchas mentiras. Hay que sacar de eso. Somebody give me YouTube, give me a YouTube channel.
Sí, tenemos un canal en YouTube. Nuestro es la Casa de Israel.
Sí.
El Estado empírico o Levante Israel.
Just give it to just give them the channel and then
Yeah. But
Israelitas somos.
see, but to tell you, like, listen, we need more of our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters to get down with this. That's why I'm glad that all these brothers is out here. So when our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters come up, it's like no English. We can break it down for you in Spanish if you want. Not a problem. You don't speak English, we can break it down for you in Spanish.
Mira fotos si quiere.
And you don't speak English, we can break it down for you in Creole. But we need our people.
That's right.
Jeremiah 50:33. Because we gotta bring back that brotherhood between Judah and Ephraim.
That's right.
That's what we working for.
I see it.
That's why we got our That's why we got our Northern Kingdom brothers out here.
That's right.
So like I said, if you don't speak English, we can break it down for you in Spanish.
Yeah. See.
And we need to bring more of our. And when I first got down, honestly, I really didn't see a lot of our Northern Kingdom brothers up here because a lot of them think like they really not familiar with the doctrine. They're like, oh, that's the Morenos. It's a Moreno thing. It's not a Moreno thing.
That's
Not
right.
at all.
It's not a Moreno thing.
That's right.
So-called Latinos, Hispanics, this is for you too.
That's right.
We out here for you too.
Right.
Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33.
Bring it out.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Right.
Right.
The children of Judah and the children of Israel were oppressed together.
That's right.
This is how it goes in any apartment building in the hood. Miss Ratcliffe lives in 3C. Miss Ratcliffe lives in 3C. And Miss Velasquez lives in 3D.
Right. Yep.
And that's how it goes in most any hood in America.
That's right.
Read.
And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Right. And all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. And Northern Kingdom, you can't make fun of the Black Americans of slavery. Because when y'all get to America, they do the same thing to you.
Right.
They got you come up here and they got you working for cheap. They using you for cheap labor.
Right.
And that's like they do our Issacharite brothers and sisters.
Right.
Get Jeremiah 4:22 again. You got our people posted up.
Hand on that. Look what they're doing at the liquor store.
Yeah,
And the camera.
they outside. Our people are posted up outside the liquor. In this time of crisis, what are our people doing? They posted up outside the liquor
Instead of
store.
getting food.
Yeah, they're getting their food all right.
This is the state our people are in.
Look at what we going through. People, they let people in the liquor store one or two at a time. Yeah, that's what they doing right now. Right. They run from. You know what? Don't get that. Arise, for this is not your rest.
Romans 13.
No, that's not 13:11. No, arise, for this is not your rest.
Not even a word, brother.
So, because basically this right here, something like this shows you right here that America wasn't set up for us to prosper. Because if we
Micah 2 and 10.
get that Micah 2 and 10.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
That's right. Arise ye, and this is the part, but this is not your rest. Achium, What did I say to y'all when I walked in? What did I say to y'all when I walked in?
Get ready.
You gotta, what you need to mentally prepare yourself for is to everybody have a contingency plan, find a place where we all gonna meet up.
Fine.
And we might have to literally arise.
That's right.
The day could come at any given point in time where it's like, yo, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here now. And we might have to go into a wilderness in South Jersey somewhere or wherever.
Right.
Arise, but this is not your rest. I mean, really, this. You look. This ain't our. They got people lined up outside of a liquor store.
That is crazy. They're looking for a mental escape. That's what they get the liquor for. They're looking to escape. They're going to the wrong place.
Sean Wilder, you know what? I'll tell you something. The liquor, and take a look at what they got advertised.
Corona.
No, Modelo's there too.
Oh yeah, it's right. Modelo is there. That's right.
We don't bite, brother. But anyway, and then you can't even go in. A month ago, everybody would have been inside, going to get whatever it is they want, and they can go in there, buy their stuff, and let that be that. They letting people in a liquor store, and the brother's right. They looking for a mental escape because the so-called white man, the white man is such a thief that he done stole all your escapes and distractions from you.
That's right.
Because of this coronavirus.
That's right.
He done stole your sports and your movie theater.
Get out, King.
And your museums and all your other distractions.
Yep.
The so-called white man has stolen all of your distractions from you.
Right.
So because the so-called white man has stolen all your distractions from you, y'all lined up outside of a liquor store.
Right.
Like it's a sporting event.
Right.
Waste of time, man.
You gotta wait. You gotta, because the so-called white man said no more than 10 people at a time. Brother, No, you're not interrupting. That's what I'm here for. That's language class.
Yeah. Does anybody
We're not even we deal with the ancient Hebrew.
Exactly.
Oh, the last one.
The one that teaches us.
House of David is
The house of David. What exactly do you want to know?
Yeah, but I'm Hebrew. But I wanted to know, I'm Nigerian. Okay, but I wanted to know if there's anybody that teaches actual I'm not talking about the Yiddish.
The actual Lashon Kodash. We don't deal with that. The Lashon Kodash.
Neither do we. We understand the Archanagia. But I wanted to know, is there anyone that's doing the teachings of the language?
Out here in Jersey, I'm really not sure.
That's the problem. We don't have any.
They got online lessons. House of David's got it. Watch it for Israel.
What is it, only online classes?
Only online. House of David's got an excellent breakdown. I think it's two or three lessons that are coming out. It goes really deep.
House of David.
And you know what? Even scripture talks about that. Jeremiah 28:11. So it's time, Israel. It's time to wake up.
That's right.
Because a month ago, all 20 of y'all would have been able to go up in that liquor store, get what you want, and that would have been it.
Right.
Now,
A week ago.
right, a week ago.
Yeah.
Like change in a blink of an eye.
But now, y'all gotta wait outside. You gotta wait outside the liquor store. And they probably got whatever it is you want to get. You're probably limited in the quantities on that.
Right.
So, they want everybody to think that America is the land of the freedom. But Look at how much of your so-called freedom you done lost because of a disease that may or may not exist.
That's right.
Straight up. Let's just keep it all the way 100. You done lost a whole lot of your freedom or so-called freedom in the past week because of a disease that may or may not exist.
Right.
Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 11. Bring it out. And Hananiah spake in the presence of the Lord of...
Try Isaiah 28. Yo, picture lines being longer. Picture that line. Picture a line like that going to the church. Picture a line like that extending all the way to the church or to that next block at a supermarket.
That's how it's gonna be for the FEMA camps anyway.
Right.
Long ass line for the camps, right?
People gonna be people that don't have the knowledge of what's going on gonna be running to the FEMA camps. Where they gonna make you take the vaccine,
right,
and they gonna put the chip in you.
Right. That's right.
Because that goes to the veneer has been lifted.
Right.
The mask is off now.
Right.
And I'm not talking about Future telling niggas to do Molly and Percocet.
Right. That's right.
The mask is off now.
That's right.
America was never free.
That's right.
They let you run around and whore around and kill each other.
Right.
And do whatever you wanted to do as long as you didn't come back to this word.
Right.
But the minute they decided that they wanted to implement the beginning stages of martial law, you're standing outside of a liquor store where they're only letting y'all in 2 or 3 at a time.
Right.
The smoke screen is lifted. The mask is off now. And now, hopefully, y'all Negroes can see the white man for the devil that he truly is.
Read. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people.
Right. So the brothers came up here asking, is there anybody that teaches the Lashon HaKodesh, that teaches the language? And he's confirming with the other brother, to find somebody that teaches the language. And the only difference between then and now is that we're speaking to you in English instead of ancient Hebrew. That's it. Because America, this is modern. This is the modern day Roman Empire.
That's right.
And New York is modern day Rome.
Right.
So hopefully y'all will see that now.
Right.
Because a lot of our people, I was told that our people wouldn't listen to this word when it came out as long as they could go on with their everyday life. As long as they could go home, watch their football or their basketball games, and watch their movies, then they didn't give a damn. But see, hopefully, this is I'm gonna end it with this. Romans 13:11. Okay, I'll tell you next. I'm gonna end it on this note. The next brother's gonna come back. Read.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and 11.
Bring it out.
And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Right. So hopefully you can see stuff like this, and that lets you know that this wicked kingdom is about to fall. That being said, death and destruction to the white man and the other nations. Peace, safety, power, and glory to the 12 tribes of Israel. I'm gonna say shalom. Shalom. So shalom. The next brother's gonna edify y'all with the scripture. Shalom.
All right. So, brother spoke very well in the spirit. Okay. Great edifying. You know, this thing is ridiculous. This whole line for the damn liquor store, and they're only letting people in. If they feeling it, maybe full. Yeah, come. Yeah, you want to read through the time? I got you. Yeah. Matter of fact, Shalaki, yeah, you can read, and then if you want to back me up.
No, yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Just want to make sure you.
Con. Give me we'll go back to Proverbs 1 and 26.
Yeah, I saw the word.
So, You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of craziness that's going on in Israel right now. So like I made a question with the conversation. It's a lot of craziness going on in Israel, man. I mean, you got the church not letting nobody inside right now. You know, you got Joel Osteen asking to subscribe to his damn thing for $49.99 to get 10 prayers. What type of sugar honey iced tea is that?
That's right.
The hell you mean I gotta pay to get 10 prayers? That don't make no damn sense, man.
Right.
Then you got Creflo Dollar making a damn Cash App.
Cash App, yeah.
He said, Cash App me some bread and you'll get some blessings, because my church, I can't open it to the public. I can't have more than 50 people in my place. So he's basically saying, to hell with you, just pay me. That's some crazy BS, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if you, like, this is crazy, man. Y'all lining up for the liquor store. Y'all should be lining up to come get this word of the Most High God.
Right.
Right. All of y'all blacks and Hispanics, they need to wake the hell up and come back to the laws and the statutes and the commandments of the Most High God. Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh, when he sends his son Yahweh and that sky crack, all them UFOs come down, all y'all gonna be scared as hell, man. You're gonna laugh at all your calamity. Drop that. Give me Job 5:22. Give me Job 5:22, man. It's 5:22, man. How y'all don't know how terrible Yahweh Shem Yahweh is, man? He was the Most High God he's a man of war, man. He's got that warlike spirit on him, man. Of course, and we out here we are warriors. Right now we're being fishermen right now. But eventually the Lord's gonna send hunters. And Most High willing, we are those hunters, man.
That's right.
Okay, give me that real quick.
This is the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 22. At destruction and famine.
At destruction and famine. What's going on right now? Israel's already been destroyed, man. And y'all still getting destroyed, man. And then you got famine, pestilence, all these things that's coming upon the earth. Go ahead.
Thou shalt laugh.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt laugh.
So the Most High say, I'm gonna laugh at your damn calamity, man. I'm gonna laugh at your damn downfall. That's right. In the minute, look, we're gonna laugh when you fall down too.
Right.
Because we warned you. Told you. Repent and come back to keep the laws and commandments of God. Right. You know what? Imagine a big black man going, ha! I told you, nigga. I told you, nigga. Stupid coon. That's right.
Neither shalt thou be afraid.
And what?
Neither thou shalt be afraid.
That's supposed to be afraid when these things happen to us, man.
Of the beast of the earth.
Don't be afraid of the damn devil.
That's right.
You should be able to tell the white man, you're the devil the Bible speaks.
That's right.
Right. Come on. Say it again. Go ahead, read. No. Keep going.
For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field.
Go ahead.
And the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
Yo, imagine that, man. Look, imagine one day when the beasts of the field, which would be imagine having a pet lion in the kingdom of heaven, man. A pet lion, all the beasts of the field is gonna be at peace with you, man. All the animals, all the giraffes, even the alligators. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna touch us, man. But the white man, he definitely gonna get that alligator bait, though.
Oh yeah.
That white man gonna get the alligator bait.
Oh, he gonna get all that back.
But wait, where's the bait? Nigga, you the bait, white boy. You bait, man.
It's only right. That's right.
It's only right, man. Listen, man. You fed our children the alligators, man.
That's right.
Alligator bait, yeah, right here, man. You took our newborn babies and put them in the alligators, man. You took our women who was pregnant, cut them open, and then you took the babies out that wasn't even born yet.
That's right.
And you stomped them out?
Stomped them out.
Dash them
They took them to they stashed them to the rock. Give me Psalms 137 and give me verse 19.
And they want to save him.
And you want to save the damn thing. You a coon if you want to save the damn white man, man. That's right. Anybody that holds hands with the white man, then you a 2/3 dumbass yourself, man.
That's right.
No, give me 137 and verse 137. Give me no. So give me that. Give me verse 8. Give me that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 8.
Yeah.
O daughter of Babylon.
O daughter of Babylon. That's what the daughter of Babylon. Remember, there was a Babylon. The ancient Babylon, right? Now we're in the new Babylon. This is a daughter of Babylon, the great whore. daughter of Babylon, which is what? America. Go ahead.
You are to be destroyed.
America's gonna be what?
Destroyed.
America's gonna be what?
Destroyed.
America's gonna be what?
Destroyed.
World War III, what happens in America?
Destroyed.
World War III happened, America's gonna be destroyed. That's
right.
Go ahead.
Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us.
Right, go ahead.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
What happened? What? Say it again.
And dasheth thy little ones against the
The
stones.
Most High God said, happy shall we be when we take these damn devil's kids and we dash them to pieces against the stones, man. And we said, you're going to be happy when you're doing this. You know why? Because your mentality, your state of mind, you're going to change. You're going to be reborn. You're going to be transformed. You're going to have that new mentality and say, hold up, you did this to my people, man. It's only, remember they say man created all equal, right? They say all men is created equal. Okay, so if men is created equal, it's only fair if I do it to your children, right? It's only fair if you put my people in captivity, it's fair if I did it to you too.
That's right.
It's only fair. I mean, what goes around comes around too, right? Even the Buddhists say that. It's called karma.
Right.
Lord, man, and then what is it? Karma is a big what? A B word, man. And for Esau, oh yeah, it's gonna be a big B word for you, all right. You're doing 1,000 years, man. 1,000 years of servitude, man.
Double.
And you ain't getting paid. It's gonna be free. You ain't getting paid for it.
Right.
Double.
That's right. Give me 139 now. But right here. Give me verse 21.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 139, verse 21.
Bring it out.
Do not I hate them, O Lord.
What did King David say?
Do not I hate them, O Lord.
But they say in Deuteronomy 23, and I think it's verse 7, we shouldn't abhor Edomite. I mean, I'm inside with something. When you go into the Hebrew, right, and you read that word abhor, it don't say hate. It says do abominably. Don't do anything abominable to the white boys. Don't do nothing to the Edomite. Don't be abominable to them. It don't say that. Don't hate them. We can hate them. Read it again. What did King David say? A mighty king of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh. What did he say?
Do not I hate them, O Lord.
Because King David hated their guts, man. He hated their guts. Solomon hated them. And you know what? We hate them too.
That's right.
Because if God hates them, we gonna hate them too.
That's right.
Why would God hate something and then we love it? That's it. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You're going way the hell off. Read it again.
Do not I hate them, O Lord. That hate thee?
Right, because these people, they hate God. They mock God. All the enemies, all the other 17 nations, they hate the Most High power. Go ahead.
And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee?
This is the spirit that we all should be in.
Right.
All the black and Latinos, all the Native Americans, y'all should all be in this state of mind right here. Go ahead.
I hate them with perfect hatred.
What did he say?
I hate them with perfect hatred.
What did he say again?
I hate them with perfect hatred.
Most High God's telling us he's supposed to be hating your enemies. Why would you love the enemy? Because I understand what a lot of Christians say. Give me that what is it? Love thy enemies. When Christ said it.
Yeah.
They don't understand that because when you read it in Greek, it's not talking about the enemies of other nations. It's talking about your own nation.
Right.
You don't read Greek. You don't read Hebrew. You don't read Latin. You don't read Aramaic. When you do, then you gotta let me know.
I read Latin.
You read Latin? Oh, that's good. Well, what you write right now? Read it again.
I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies.
Those are the Most High God's enemies. If they're His enemies, they're what? They're our enemies too.
Right.
Why would God have enemies? And He said that they are Israel's enemies, and then 400 years later, they're not enemies no more.
That's right.
If you say that the white man is not your enemy, if you say that the Chinese, the Japanese, the Arabics, the Greeks, the Romans, the Italians, the East Indians, the Hamites, which are the modern day the old Egyptians, the Ethiopians, all of these damn wicked people, all of these wicked nations, the Most High God called them your enemy. Why all of a sudden now they become your friend? The devil don't change his mind.
That's right.
Satan never changed. Even God don't change his mind. I want somebody to show me in the Bible where God changed his mind and said, no, there are friends now. Give me a verse, I'll give you $1,000 on the spot. $1,000 on this, matter of fact, 1,000 from each one of us up here. $1,000 each one of us. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of us. That's $11,000 that you're about to get. If you could show us in the Bible where God ever changed his mind about the other nations. Right. He never did. You know why? Because he knows they're your enemies and his word does not go void, and it's already written in the book.
Right.
It's already in the book. It's already written for you. Go ahead, read it.
This is Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6.
Oh, yeah. Read.
For I am the Lord. I change not.
No, God changes sometimes.
I change not.
I changed my mind. They're not your enemies anymore.
I change not.
God said he changes not, man. How you gonna get around that? You can't get around that. Most of the I don't change, man. But all the Christians have to say, but John 3:16. Give me John 3:16.
Bring it out.
I gotta destroy this, man. Give me John 3:16, please. Please give me. Can you give me Hebrews 1:1. Huh? No, he was good. Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 16.
Bring it out. This is the Christian church. It's every church. Even the Catholics bring this out. They love this verse. Read it.
For God so loved the world.
Oh, he loved the world. Go ahead.
That he gave his only begotten son.
Oh yeah, he did. Go ahead.
That whosoever believeth in him.
Whosoever believeth in the Most High God. Go ahead.
Should not perish. But have everlasting life.
Right, everlasting life. But you ask any old Christian, what does the 15th verse say? Oh, I got one better. What does the first verse say?
Right.
Read the first verse. Read John 3:1. Read that. Let's see the context of who he's talking to. Read.
This is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 1.
Get it out.
There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus.
So this is the context. He's talking to Nicodemus. Go ahead.
A ruler of the Jews.
A ruler of the world.
A ruler of the Jews.
A ruler of all the nations.
A ruler of the Jews.
So this is about the Jews. Now let's see how many worlds God made. Read that. Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1.
Give me Isaiah.
You know, God, who has sundry times and in diverse manners.
In diverse manners, go ahead.
Spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
Because he always spoke in times past. He always spoke beforehand. Remember, he spoke to Moses. Right. He always sent an angel out. He said, "Listen, I'm gonna send a messenger to you. I'm gonna bring forth. I'm gonna show you judgments and deep sleeps." In visions and dreams, and I'm going to show you all these things before it even happens. Go ahead.
Hath in these last days.
In these last days, we are the last days. I mean, look at it. You got this epidemic going around. You got martial law about to destroy this. That's Hebrews 1:1. Go ahead, read on.
Hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things.
Because H.O.I, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, a so-called black man that came to save the nation of Israel, he told him, you are the heir of everything. You are the heir of the whole, of all nations, of everything. Go ahead.
By whom also he made the world.
What he made?
He made the world.
Spell that word for me.
WORLDS.
Oh, there's an S at there.
Right.
So it's plural. Right. It's telling you God made more than one world. So which world was God referring to when he said, John 3:16, when he said, when God loved the world? Which world was he referring to? Bring it out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17.
Bring it out.
But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with everlasting salvation.
So Israel, that's the context. Israel, that's the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans of Negro descent. Go ahead.
Shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
So Israel's getting saved with an everlasting salvation, right? Go ahead.
Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded.
Don't be ashamed, Israel. Don't be confounded about this, Israel. Go ahead. Why?
World without...
What do you call Israel?
World.
What?
World.
What? World, okay.
World without end.
That's everlasting life right there. Everything in the New Testament was spoken before time. Right. So everything that the New Testament is saying, the Old already said it. Right. So what Christ is quoting, he's quoting Isaiah. Right. And watch this. I can show you that Christ quotes Isaiah when he's talking about the gospel.
Bring it out,
Give me Luke 4:17.
Bring that out.
Because nothing that Christ ever said was of his own doctrine. Christ never spoke his own word. He said, I'm not here to do my own will.
Right.
Because if I did my own will, I'd be put to death for what I'm doing right now. But I have a mission to complete, to die for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I came to die for you, black man. I came to die for you, the so-called Latino man, the so-called Haitian man, the so-called Negro man, the so-called Mexican, the so-called Panamanian, Guatemalan, all you tribes, man. You guys gotta get back together. Old nation not desire, because nobody desires the black and Latinos, man. Y'all want the white man above everything right now.
That's right.
This is their heaven.
Right.
Where's our heaven? When is it coming? The white man told you in slavery that your heaven is up there in the sky, coming soon later.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
Look, the devil knows the prophecies. He knows the truth. He told you straight up, your heaven's up there. Why? Because it's coming down later. Right. And I'll bring it out, and I'm gonna show you where heaven is gonna be at. Next. Yeah, bring it out real quick.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 17.
Bring it out. Go ahead.
And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet
Isaiah.
And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written.
So did he go the whole book of Isaiah, or he found where it was written at? He said, hold up, where is it at? Let me find out where it's at. I got this, the book of Isaiah real quick, and Yahushua said, oh, here it is. I found it right here. I'm gonna read this part right here. Read on.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
Okay.
Because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
The gospel means good news. Okay, go ahead.
He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
Right.
To preach deliverance to the captives.
Okay.
And recovering of sight to the blind.
You got the next end? Okay, go ahead.
To set at liberty them that are bruised. To preach the acceptable year of the Lord. And he closed the book.
And what?
And he closed the book.
No, he kept reading the whole chapter.
And he closed the book.
And Yahushua closed the book. He said, look, here's the gospel. Drop the mic. That's it. That's all I gotta say for y'all. Because Yahushua know this the same way how the prophets do it up here. We gotta remember, we gotta be just like Christ. Right. If Christ did it, so can we. Right. Bring the precept up. Now I'm gonna show you that Christ. That's Luke 4:17, all the way down. He quotes Isaiah. Read that.
This is Isaiah, chapter 61, verse 1.
Proving that there was no such thing as a New Testament when Christ walked the face of the earth. Read.
The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me.
Did not just say that in Luke? Read on.
Because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings.
That's gospel. That's the gospel. Read on.
Unto the meek.
Unto the what?
Unto the meek.
Unto the meek, ahead.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
Reading the same word for word what he said in Luke. Go ahead.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
Come on, man. You can't make this up, man. Read on.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
And who's the one that's bound? We're not in shackles no more, but we still bound up here. Our mind is destroyed right now. We don't even know who the hell we are anymore. Question?
Yeah, this is good.
What's up, brother?
There was somebody told me a scripture before. I read it. I think it was Jeremiah 31 and 31.
Oh, bring it out. Yeah. Bring it out.
So somebody told me about that.
Okay.
About the New Testament, the Old Testament thing.
Yeah.
So when I read it, then they took me to Hebrews, and then they said, it says it.
Right.
So what I'm hearing, when you said about the New Testament, like, wait a minute. Somebody showed me that. Yeah. Now I don't want to be confused. You understand?
No, but the thing is, people get confused when New Testament it's basically, in all reality, there's no such thing as a New Testament. It's all one book.
Right.
But there is a new covenant that is going to come.
Right.
The new covenant is not here yet.
Oh.
When Christ comes back, I'm gonna show you. I got you. I'm gonna show you. Finish it off real quick. I'm gonna show you, brother. I got you.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord.
Right.
And the day of vengeance.
The day of what?
The day of vengeance.
I thought Christ was coming back for nicely.
The day of vengeance.
That's not what I heard in church. I thought he was gonna come back and give out hugs and it was gonna be beautiful. But Christ said the day of the Lord is crazy. It's darkness. It's destruction.
Right.
That day is not no nice day. Get ahead.
The day of vengeance.
The day of vengeance. Get ahead.
Of our God.
Of our God. Yeah, that's our God, not all God. Our God. Get ahead.
To comfort all that mourn.
And who's the all that mourn? That's Yasha'Allah.
That's right.
That's Israel. Get ahead.
To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion.
That mourn in where?
Mourn in Zion.
Where's Zion at, brother? You know where Zion is at? Zion is in Jerusalem. Which means he's talking about the children of Israel.
That's right.
Get ahead.
To give unto them.
Them, the children of Zion, the Israelites. Get ahead.
Beauty for ashes.
Right. Get ahead.
The oil of joy for mourning. The garment of praise. For the spirit of heaviness. That they might be called trees of righteousness.
That they might be called trees of righteousness. Because you know why? Because when you get the everlasting life, that's the everlasting tree. That's the everlasting fruit.
The planting of the Lord.
There you go. That's it on that, right?
The planting of the Lord.
Go ahead.
That he might be glorified.
That he might be glorified. Not that he is going to be glorified. He might, because we don't know who's the elect. Right. We have no idea. We could be right here now, and then tomorrow fall off. Right. You never know, man. I like. Listen, man. It's a lot. Look at this. It's craziness. Craziness, man. Craziness. When are we gonna learn, man? You know what I'm saying? That's it on that, right? Okay. Now read it. Now I'm gonna show you the when they gave it Jeremiah 31 and 31. Start at verse 30. When they gave you that verse, I know they were trying to play tricks with your head. They do that to me. Listen, when I was in church, I got tricked so many times. And that's my little brother. Ask him. He will tell you. We grew up in the church. We didn't know anything in this book. I've had this book for years. Years. I didn't know about the book though. Nothing. I knew about God, and I thought Satan was actually a man. Like I thought the devil was a guy with a pitchfork and had the red horns and he was red, and none of that is true. I believe that hell was underneath the ground somewhere. That's not even true either. Hell is a condition. We are in hell right now. The other nations, this is their heaven. We built the stores for them, the cars, the traffic lights. We made peanut butter and jelly for them. We made arroz, guandules. Right. We made the beans. We made the rice, the chicken, the farms. We're the original sheep sheep herders.
So when it talks about Abraham and the rich man and Lazarus, I couldn't come over because of the pit. Because it's out on this side. Right. I gotta dip your finger in.
Well, that's all. It's basically all
theology.
It's parables, basically. It's like you know. Okay. You ever read like the Bible? Like I'm gonna show you an example. You know how in the Bible, like I had this one person tell me that when they don't read the Bible, it's something like a Marvel movie. As they're reading it, it's like, yo, are these superheroes? Are these like all like Superman and Batman in this book or something like that? And I told them, I said, listen, the reason why all these movies come to pass is because they read the scriptures. And it sounds like all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like in all reality, a lot of them could be parables. Like Christ, he spoke a lot of proverbs. He spoke a lot of like when he spoke to the Pharisees, he would trick them in their own words. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll try to use the law against them. He'll be like, well, don't you know that that's not even in the law? They're like, what you mean? He's like, I'm the law. I know what the law is. Right. I know what I'm talking about. They go, but Christ. But Moses said that. Yeah. So where's the witness at? Right. And he'll trick them and like, listen, man. You want to play semantics? I'll play the same game with you. That's cool. Because Christ, Christ was a master hustler. He knew how to hustle with Jacob. That's that Jacob spirit, man. Jacob and Esau. Jacob been hustling Esau. He said, listen, you want this food? Give me your birthright. All right, cool. It's called hustling, man. We all had that spirit upon us, man. That's how you know blacks and Latinos. We always went together, man. I mean, blacks and Puerto Ricans. We made hip hop together. Nobody remembers that. So, blacks and Latinos, we're the originators to make hip hop. Right. We did that together. You know why? Because what's that verse? Ephraim is the bow. Give me that real quick. Now let me show you the new covenant real quick, and then I'm gonna have it read. As a matter of fact, hold that. Read this first. I don't want to, go away. Read this one first. Because understand that when you put the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom together, we're unstoppable. You can't touch us. Unstoppable. And right, listen, when you get, listen, what, man.
Well, one mind and one accord, though. Right?
Exactly. We gotta be at one mind and one accord. People think it's about skin color. It's not about skin color. Bob Marley's a white man. Tia Tamara, those are white girls. You know why? Because you are the seed of your father. Your daddy's a white boy, you're a white boy. If your daddy's a damn white devil, then you're the devil too. Because you are the seed of the devil. Understand that? Watch this, read.
When I have bet Judah for me, fill the bow with Ephraim.
So Judah would be the southern kingdom. That'll be the so-called blacks, the so-called Jamaicans, West Indians, Trinidadians. You got the Haitians, right? You got some Nigerians. You got some of the people that in Ghana, some of them in West Africa, so-called blacks, basically. That's the southern kingdom, right? That's called Judah. Go ahead. Or the Jews, basically. Go ahead.
And fill the bow with Ephraim.
So you got a bow and arrow. He got the bow, and then the arrows is Ephraim. He said, boom. This is the big bow, right? The arrows are Ephraim. Put us together, you can't stop us, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
And raise up thy sons, O Zion.
Oh, that's Israel, man. Go ahead.
Against thy sons, O Greece.
Okay, that's what the Greeks would be what? So-called white man today. Because the Greeks are white people. That's right. Oh, in the Bible, they never call white, they're called red people. Why? The devil is what color? What color is the devil?
The spirit.
Okay.
The devil is the spirit.
In Hollywood, okay, no, actually, in Hollywood, it'd be what? Red, right? Okay, now watch this. The devil, according to the Bible, is a red guy. But the only time you ever seen people that are called red would be Edomites. Right. And Edomites, the word Edom means red people. Red. Esau means wasted seed. Now, they say the devil is a spirit. That's not true. The devil just means liar or deceiver. Satan, Ashatan, he's the spirit. Not the devil. They're two different. You got Satan and you got the devil. The devil will be the so-called white man today. That's right. That's what the Bible says. I can prove it to you. Simple. It's very simple. But before I get to that, I'm going to show you the new covenant. Give me that real quick.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 30.
Notice how I don't do too much talking. I let the Bible speak for me. Go ahead.
But everyone shall die for his own iniquity.
No, give me verse 31.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord.
So this day is coming soon, right? Go ahead.
That I will make a new covenant.
A new covenant, right? Go ahead.
With the house of Israel.
With the house of Israel.
And with the house of Judah.
So that be the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom coming together. Okay, go ahead.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers. In the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt.
Remember, a covenant just means like a contract. Understand? Go ahead. Also, like when you break a contract, you gotta pay for the consequences, right? So he's giving us a new contract, but it didn't happen yet because Christ didn't come back yet.
Right.
Go ahead.
Wait. So right now he's just reading.
Jeremiah
is telling the people this.
Yes.
This is what I'm getting.
Yes.
He said, look, because of your iniquity, Israel, it's going to come a time that I'm going to make a covenant, a new covenant. Why? Because you can't keep the one that I'm telling you.
Exactly.
So I'm going to bring a new covenant.
Right.
But it's going to come, but it's coming later.
It's coming later. Right. But
I get that.
A lot of the Christians believe that we are in the new covenant, but they can never show a verse or two where it actually started.
So that's why I say, where is it in the book of Hebrews? So turn to the book of Hebrews.
I got you. I'm gonna finish it off. I got you.
Okay.
Which my covenant they break.
They broke the covenant. Go ahead.
Although I was a husband unto them.
Because the Most High God is a husband to Israel. Because Israel is likened unto a woman. Understand that? So he's basically marrying us as a people. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
Go ahead.
But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel.
The house of who?
Israel.
The people say it's everybody. It's not true. Most High don't change. Go ahead.
With the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord.
After those days, go ahead.
I will put my law in their inward parts.
The laws are the 613 laws, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High God. Right. AKA the Torah. The Torah is the first 5 books. I mean, how hard is it to understand 5 books? Isn't that hard? It's 5 books. It's not that hard, man. Go ahead.
And write it in their hearts.
And put it upon our mind, because when the heart only pumps blood. You think with your mind up here. It says heart in English, but in Hebrew it's talking about the mind. So when you know that when the laws are in your mind, how are you gonna forget it? It's up here always, and your brain is always working 100%. When they tell you that your brain is only, that you only use 7% of your brain, that's a BS lie. Look it up. Your brain is on 100% of the time. The white man lie to you and say, oh, you only use about 6, maybe 7% of your brain. But if I smack you in the front of your head, you're still gonna get a headache. Why? Because your brain is always working. It's always on. You have to get, the more knowledge you get, that's when the white man says, oh, you got at least, I think, 13% now, or 14. You got a lot of knowledge, all you kid. Nah, you damn devil. I got all the knowledge in the book because the Bible tells me so.
And will be their God, and they shall be my people.
So the Most High God says he's going to be our God, and we're going to be his people, not the whole world. Get ahead.
And they shall teach no more.
And we what?
And they shall teach no more.
What are we out here doing? We're teaching. So are we in the new covenant?
No, it says they shall teach no more.
Wait. Yeah, we shall teach no more.
Like we shall teach no more, like every man saying, know the Lord.
Right,
every
exactly.
Man shall know the Lord for himself.
Exactly. But now, within the Lord, do they know the Lord over there?
They don't want to know.
No, exactly.
But we have the opportunity to know.
Exactly.
So it's up to us to know him. God's giving us the opportunity now to know him.
Exactly.
If they don't choose to know him. But every man has that.
Right. Now, we do have that opportunity. But once Christ comes back, that's a new covenant because that's a new contract. We're under his authority now. Understand that, right? It's his everlasting kingdom because this covenant is an everlasting covenant. This kingdom is going to fall. So how the hell are we in the new covenant if this is supposed to be an everlasting? Understand that. Read on.
And they shall teach no more, every man his neighbor,
right,
and every man his brother.
So we still out here teaching, so it's impossible to be the new covenant, get ahead.
Saying, know the Lord.
And we telling everybody know the Lord now, but in the new covenant, we're not even saying that no more. Because you all gonna know Yahweh Shem Yahushua, get ahead.
For they shall all know me.
All gonna know Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Even the heathens gonna know this one too, get ahead.
From the least of them unto the greatest of them.
Get ahead.
Saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord. That's it on that? Yeah.
For I will forgive their iniquity.
He's going to forgive us for our iniquities. Iniquity means sin, our transgressions. Go ahead.
And I will remember their sin no more.
He's going to remember our sin no more. He's going to say it's going to be blotted out. Erase it. Now give me Hebrews 8:8.
This is Hebrews chapter 8, verse 8.
Bring it out.
For finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant.
See?
The house of Israel, northern kingdom, with the house of Judah,
and the Jews,
not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by their hand and lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not. Say the Lord.
He's just saying word for word. He's saying word for word what Jeremiah said in Jeremiah 31 and 31. The same exact thing. Why? Because the New Testament same with the Old Testament. People say that there's new laws in the New Testament. How? There's no new law. All there is epistles, to be letters, and basically, yeah, exactly. That's all it is. It's just new prophets backing up with the old prophets.
You know what we meant to be? It's not like when I read and say like if the law of condemnation of the death, the letter of condemnation written in the grave and stones was glorious. Right. That the children of Israel could not steadfastly remain in the faith of Moses. Right. How much more shall the new? So no, but wait a minute. If you're talking about, you're calling that condemnation, why are you calling the law of condemnation? You're calling it a letter of death. Right. Why is the Bible calling it that in the New Testament? And then I say, well, I realized in the book of Corinthians it says, for the law is the strength of sin. So with the law, it makes my sin exceedingly sinful. Now I know why, because before the law, I didn't know it was sin, because where there's no law, there's no transgression.
Right.
So now I have a law. So now that I got a law, it's brought out of me that I'm a sinner.
Right.
Now I've come to the end of myself, and I know I need Yeshua. I know I need him.
Right.
I need him now.
Well, in the Hebrew we say Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Because remember, he spoke Hebrew, did he not?
I just know some scriptures.
All praise, all praise.
It's just stuff I remember because I'm trying to get this thing down.
Right.
So now that I know that here I am caught in sin, and I see like David, he realized it because he said, God, created me a clean heart and renew a right spirit. It's like he was going, this is not who you created me to be.
Right.
The way I'm acting. And then John the Baptist says, behold, the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world.
Exactly.
He came and he died on the cross, and he's saying that he took it away. So every morning when I get up, I say, okay, God, I'm sin free. Because I got to go by the word. Like you say, I read it and I say, so when I wake up, I don't try not to sin anymore. I just believe that he took it away. So what it gives me the power to do now is to walk with my head up every day. Not sin conscious sin, God. I thank you for taking my sin away. If people think I'm crazy, I would say, but I'm not crazy, because I think it's Psalms 38:2 says God honors his word above his name. So if his word tells me that and I believe it, guess what happens? It actually happens. And so I'm loving the word. It's just that when you hear certain things, you're going, God, I don't want to get confused, because I spend time just alone with him. So when I come up and I hear, I'm like, okay, God, I want more. I want to be fed more, because I know I ain't got it all, but I want to be fed more. But I'm hearing it's just good. I just don't want to get confused. You get it?
Right.
God's
So,
good, man.
you know, Christ, when he died on the cross, it was to take away our sins. The only thing is that people continue in the same sins that put him on the cross.
They don't know.
No, see, people, a lot of us don't. You're right. There's a remnant of us that do know though.
Oh yeah.
Because give me Hebrews 10:26.
But you know a tree. Right. Fruit that it bears. You can say that you a Christian or whatever.
Right.
If you're not living.
Right. You gotta live by every word of the Bible. Because Christ said, I come in the volume of the book.
Right. It is written of me.
It is written exactly. So sin is the transgression of the law. If you break the law, you commit sin. So in order for us to stop sinning, you have to know the first 5 books. Because that's what all the commandments are written. When you understand, you're not supposed to shave your beard. You're not supposed to get shave off all your hair. You can't eat crab. You can't eat lobster. You can't eat shrimp. You can't. All these things are still put in effect. They're still effective because the laws are not done away with. I'm gonna put it like that. Because if there's no law, then there'd be total chaos right now.
No, the Bible says, for the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has made me free from the law of sin and death.
Right.
So the law that made me say, if I do this, I'll get punished for it.
Right.
Christ came and said, I'm going to give you my spirit so you can live like I live.
Right.
So that the law is fulfilled in you.
You know
so the law itself.
Do you know what that means though?
Hating what?
Hold on. You know what that means though?
If I can live, because if I try to live by the law, I'm going to keep sinning, because the law gives sin strength. If I'm trying not to, I'm going to do it because I'm trying to justify myself by doing it. But if I find out David couldn't even do that, he couldn't justify himself by doing it because he knew what was right, but yet still he did wrong. So the Bible says, I know that the law is spiritual, but I'm carnal, soul under sin. For that which I do, I allow not, but what I hate, that I do. Now, if I do that, I wouldn't have. That's the struggle with sin. So if I don't want to struggle anymore, I step out of the law and I say, God, you do it for me. So now I can live in the spirit. That's what I get out of reading.
Right. No, I understand. Remember, the Bible is put like a puzzle. When it's understand that, right? So we're still under the law, the Mosaic law. They're still put in effect. You can look at history. When they came and raped, robbed, and murdered the Mexicans and the North American Indians over here and the Seminole Indians, they knew we had the Mosaic laws. So when you go to the courthouse, they're saying God we trust, right? And when you go into the police law book, it tells you that there's a whole bunch of laws that were in the Mosaic law, right? So when you understand that we're still under that law, they're just telling you, hey, look, you don't gotta keep the law no more. Creflo Dollar, this dummy, said the 10 Commandments are done away with too. How are the 10 Commandments done away with? So now I can have another God now? Now I could go and sleep with my brother now? I could go and take my brother's wife now? I could go and rape a dog now?
Oh, no.
Like, come on, man. There has to be laws. Right. Hold on. Read that real quick. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. Read this.
Matthew 5, verse 18.
Go to verse 16. No, 17. Slide. 17.
Matthew 5, verse 17.
Go ahead.
Think not that I have come to destroy the law.
That's what Christ said. He didn't come to destroy the law, which is the 613 laws. Go ahead.
Or the prophets.
He didn't come to destroy no prophet. Go ahead.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
That means he came to finish, right? He came to fulfill what he was prophesied to do. Because when you read the Psalms, when you're reading the Isaiah, when you're reading all these old prophecies that was prophesied that he was going to be put on a cross and die for the nation of Israel, he's basically telling you, I didn't do away with none of this.
Right.
I came to fulfill what they were talking about, so I came to die for you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass.
Well, look, so heaven is still up there. We're still on earth. They haven't passed yet. Go ahead.
One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law.
So we're still under the law of God, because God has laws that he gave to Moses, who told Moses to give it to us, the children of Israel. So when people say we're not under the law no more because we're in by faith, okay, understand what this is trying to say. When they were at this time, they were under the Romans. Nobody was forcing the law to nobody. Understand that. They wasn't forcing no biblical law to nobody. Because look, so they wasn't forcing nobody on the law. Same with today. Nobody's forcing you to not shave your beard. Nobody's forcing you to do nothing. We're just telling you, don't do it because God said don't do it. But if you choose not to do it, that's on you. If you want to continue in sin, fine. Continue in sin. But the blood is off our hands because we warned you. Now keep going.
Till all be fulfilled.
Has all been fulfilled yet? No. So we're still under the law. Keep going.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
And Christ said, if you break one of the least commandments, go ahead.
And shall teach men so.
And if you teach men that, hey, shaving your beard, you can shave your beard. That's the Mosaic law. Go ahead.
He shall be called the least.
The what?
The least.
The what?
The least.
And where?
In the kingdom of heaven.
So you're going to be called the least. That's a shame. You're going to have your head down when you get to heaven like this. Read that.
Sirach chapter 15 verse 20.
Yep. Go ahead.
He have commanded no man.
Say it again from the top.
Sirach chapter 15 verse 20.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter what? 15
verse 20.
And verse 20. Read.
He have commanded no man.
God commanded no man to do what?
To do wickedly. Neither have he given any man license to sin.
We're not supposed to sin.
Right.
We're not supposed to be in sin. We're supposed to walk in the faith of Hamashiach Yahushua and to keep the commandments of God.
That's right.
And so when John says, in the book of John, it says that the word was made flesh.
The word was made flesh, that would be Christ.
Right. He says, for the law came by Moses.
Right.
But grace and truth came through Jesus Christ.
Right.
So what's the difference? You have law, then you have grace and truth.
Okay, like I said, I'm gonna break it down again. The law, nobody's forcing nobody to do the law. We're supposed to, we should already know that's our culture.
Right.
The laws is our culture. Without the laws, what's our culture? We have no culture. The laws of God, the 613, That's our culture. When you read the first 5 books, you'll see, wow, the laws we did was the feast days, was the Sabbath day, was the cleansing of washing away. When you sin, you know what I'm saying, there were certain things that you have to do. Because why? That was our culture.
Now, you know, I'm not like questioning you, I just want answers.
No, of course, that's what we're here to do.
All right,
We're here to edify. No, we got you, we got you. Well, we're on the same page, I got you. Now, when it says faith, faith came by on the grace, grace, which means that no one's stoning you for sinning no more, right? No one's killing no more for sinning no more. Now, when you sin, no one's out here going, oh, well, you shaved your beard. No one's out here going to stone you for that. No one's out here going to stone you for doing anything no more. You're not being put to death because of the law. The law was, if you sin, you're supposed to die, right? Or if not, you're supposed to come and give an offering. Who's doing that now? Nobody. That's why grace came in. So we are under grace. Understand that. But we're not under the law of death no more. We're not dying for breaking the law. But Yahweh, the Most High God, He did say. Give me Hebrews 10:26 real quick. Let me let the Bible explain it. If I keep going up, I might go off on and on and on and on.
No, because once
let me let this.
For he that is justified by the law,
right,
is fallen from grace.
Right.
That's what the Bible. So if I'm justified by these are the scriptures that
listen again. We're not justified by the law right now. Nobody's forcing it upon nobody.
No, justified means this. I'm sin free.
Right. Okay.
The law cleansed me. Now I'm free from sin because the law did. But grace is telling me that for by grace am I saved through faith. So grace can't even affect until I believe. Grace does nothing until faith sets in.
You're supposed to believe in Christ.
So when I say I have faith, like I said, I believe I'm saved or like that. I say, my only reason I know I'm saved is because I believe, and then God sends His grace and makes my faith reality.
Well,
so now I can walk in it.
One thing, nobody's saved. The end hasn't happened yet. Nobody's saved.
So by grace are ye saved.
Right. Through faith. Remember, who wrote that? Paul wrote that, right? Now, what did Peter say about Paul's letters?
They were hard to understand.
Exactly. So when people read that in English, you think, oh, we're saved. Oh, are Christ's words better than Paul's? Because Christ was above Paul, was he not?
Christ?
No, Let me rephrase that.
I get what you're saying.
Christ's words are far better than whatever Paul or anybody else said.
Because he was the express image of God.
When Paul is writing this, where's Paul writing it? Where in what situation? Where's Paul in?
Some is in prison.
Exactly. Yeah. So was he? You ever heard of Morse code?
Yeah.
He's speaking in codes to them. He's not speaking plain and simple because anybody could take this book and be like, wait a minute, what Paul is saying?
Right.
You understand that? So
I've heard that.
Exactly. So when you're reading this, remember, understand. Give me Romans 7:1. Can you read this real quick? Give me. Got that? Okay, read that.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 26.
Here's what God said. Go ahead.
For if we sin willfully,
if you willfully sin, and that's because we have grace. You have grace. People still sin. Like today, we sin not willfully, but sometimes, let's say if somebody made mac and cheese and there was pork in the mac and cheese, I had no idea it was pork in the mac and cheese, but I ate it. Did I willfully do it? No, I didn't know. Right. But it's still a sin. Because pork, when you put that pork in your body, that's called a sin. Read on.
After that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
Listen. When it's saying that, listen. Remember, we all have sinned. Sin, ED, not sin. We're not all sinning. We've sinned.
Now remember, I'm just saying the stuff that I'm reading.
No, I got you. I got you.
I don't want to think I'm going against you guys. It's just I don't want to be confused.
I know. Look, it's to get an understanding. I got you.
Show them who was perfect. Show them who was following the law.
I got you. Give me.
Please, stop this.
No, you hold what you got. Give me Tobit. Give me Tobit 1 and 2. I'll show you that there's people in the Bible that was perfect, that they kept the law. Now, when it says, when we say, how you said, no one was perfect. That's true. Nobody is perfect because they've all sinned. Yes, we've all fallen short. We've all sinned. Now, we've sinned. We don't continue in those same sins no more. Because repent means don't do it again.
Right.
Remember he told the woman, go and sin no more. Did he say, hey, you can sin another, well, I'll give you another chance. He said, go and sin no more.
Right.
That means what? Give me Matthew 5:48 real quick. Somebody. Matthew 5:48.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48.
Watch what Christ said. Read.
Be ye therefore perfect.
What did he say?
Be ye therefore perfect.
Stop right there. Will Christ ever give us a commandment that we cannot follow?
Oh, no.
Okay, so read it again.
No.
Be ye therefore perfect.
Go ahead.
Even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
We could be like the man upstairs. Go ahead.
I believe that.
Go ahead. Okay, now give me Leviticus, I think it's Leviticus, Deuteronomy 18 and 13. Watch this. Plain and simple, look, he's quoting the law. Watch this. Plain and simple. 18 and 13.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt be perfect.
What?
Thou shalt be perfect.
That's a commandment that God gave Moses to give to us. He said what?
Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God.
That's plain and simple right there.
Did he strike the rock?
Did he, Moses? Yeah, he did.
Did God tell him to strike the rock? Why couldn't he go into the land?
Bring up Noah. Bring up Job. Show him where Paul is following the laws in the book of Acts. Come on, man, stop playing.
I'm gonna show you a bunch of perfect brothers in the truth. I'm gonna show you a bunch of people that are perfect.
Listen, once Jesus, the reason for
Acts
Jesus
21,
Christ,
please.
as long as I see, the reason for Jesus Christ was to redeem mankind back to God.
Not mankind, Israel.
Let us make man in our image.
Who is talking to? Oh, he's talking about
in the beginning,
Genesis, right?
Genesis.
In the beginning.
I'm just saying,
right.
Let us make man in our image and in our likeness. So he makes man. And then as I'm reading, sometimes in churches, they say, man, you're taking this too far. I said, no, you're not hearing me. I'm just going by what it says.
Right.
So man grows and grows, and then God floods the earth because of sin.
Right.
And now man is one again. But there's Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now a nation goes again and they get out of hand. Let us make us a city. And then God confounds the languages.
Right.
Now the languages of all the earth is spread. Now we get all these different languages and all these different ethnicities. So then God, out of all of that, chooses one man, a man named Abram. And that's a Hebrew. And that's what confuses me when I'm going, wait, when he did the languages, is that where you get all these different languages from? You know, so when I read it, then I know he chooses one man, Abram, and from Abram, he has Isaac, and Isaac has Jacob.
Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Jacob is the progenitor.
Yeah, now Jacob has the 12 tribes, right?
Right.
So
those are the Most High's chosen people.
So these weren't any of the ones that God, when he confounded the language in Babel, these weren't even here yet.
No, not at all.
Okay, that's why I was confused, because when you confounded the language, I was asking God, where do all these languages come from? And he showed me the Tower of Babel.
Genesis 11.
Yeah, so when I seen this, I was like, I thought they was just all Jews. I didn't know they was.
These are the 12 sons of Jacob. These are, well, Jew is for Judah, but yes, these are all the 12. These are the 12 tribes of Israel. These are the progenitors of the 12 sons of. These were the progenitors of God's chosen people. These are the 12 sons of Jacob. This is way after the Tower of Babel.
Right.
Genesis 11.
Got it. Okay, now I'm trying to put it together, because I just love to read, and I'm trying to get some understanding with it.
On the men that were perfect in the Bible, he said they were not. We could not follow the laws. Please prove him.
Yeah, because
let the word speak, please.
Because I've never heard anybody in the Bible keep the law. Only one man, and that was Jesus Christ. No one after Christ. Even Paul was a sinner before then. But once Christ was filled with the Spirit,
the Most High called David a man after his own heart.
Yeah, but David killed Uriah.
Still.
Yeah, but I'm saying he sinned. He wasn't perfect. Now, he was a man after God's own heart. Listen, I love the Lord and I sinned.
Well, I mean, we gotta
has nothing to do with that. He didn't love the Lord. But he even said, created me a clean heart, oh God.
Come on, but none of the men were perfect in this English sense of the word. Okay, perfect meant following the laws. You did things, but because you were obedient and followed the laws, you were perfect in his eyes, meaning righteous. Okay? So you're getting the thing of, oh, I'm without spot or blemish. No, we're not right now. But how do you become how is the church going to be without spot or blemish?
The Bible
because it clearly says in Revelations that we have to what? Follow the laws and believe on Christ. And that's how the church is going to be without spot or blemish. But you're saying the laws are done away with, but yet you're saying in the same breath that we sin when sin is the transgression of law.
Right.
So where are you getting away with the law?
Abraham believed God, and it was accounted unto him for righteousness. When he did what? When he believed.
When he was obedient.
Now, there was no law with Abraham.
Okay.
The law came through Moses.
Yes, and it came.
But there was sin in the world from Abraham unto Moses.
There was law,
but there was no law. No, in the garden. All right, in the garden,
there was
the law says.
Mosaic law because it was there before Moses. The law was always there.
That's the part where I would have to
watch
find
this.
out.
Give me Genesis 4:17. There was sin. There was law before all of this. Even when God said He breathed the breath of life into Adam, Adam was already made. He was already a man walking the face of the earth. You're telling me that Adam came in already a full-grown man? Somebody had to make Adam. A day to the Lord is 1,000 years. So when He said He made the earth in 6 days, it was 6,000 years the earth was already created. Right. It was already here. Adam was the first Adam was Christ. He made the Adamites because an ite means to come from the loins of your of the Father to come forth of. So, with that being said, the breath of life, which is also in the New Testament, it tells you it's called the laws, the statutes, and commandments of God. The reason why they call it the Mosaic laws is because Moses actually wrote it down. But beforehand, it was verbal, word of mouth. Right. It was never written before. That's why people refer it to the Mosaic law. But in all reality, it's not Moses' laws, it's God's laws.
Right.
Read that, yeah, go ahead. Where's say sin at? Give me sin.
I'm good for sin.
What is it? I'll give it to you right now. Is it 4? It's 4 and 7. Trust me. 4 and 7. Yeah. Watch this. 4 and 7.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 7.
Watch this. This is before Moses. Read.
If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
Right. So if you do what I told you to do,
you would get the right sacrifice.
Exactly. You're going to be accepted of me, right? Go ahead.
And if thou doest not well,
if you don't do what I told you to do, what happens?
Sin.
What?
Sin.
What?
Sin.
This is in Genesis. What did it say?
Sin lieth at the door.
That's not. See that?
Right.
There was always sin.
And that sin's been in since Adam ate
since
from
the beginning.
tree.
Yeah, since the very beginning.
Once he ate
Give me
from
that.
the tree.
Now watch this. Look. Now watch this. We can be perfect, like Christ said, right? God said we can be perfect. That's a law.
Yes.
Now watch this. I'm going to show you a few brothers that was perfect in the Bible. Give me Job.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
There was a man. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job.
So Job, the word Job, J-O-B, means persecution. When you read this word, that's persecution in the Hebrew. When you read the book of Job, he was constantly getting persecuted. Constantly. It's a persecution. When you go to a job, you're what? Getting persecuted. Understand that? Go ahead.
And that man was perfect.
What?
Perfect.
What was he?
Perfect.
That man was perfect. Go
and
ahead.
upright.
And upright. You know what? There was also King David was perfect too. He sinned once. He sinned once. Prove it.
He made his census. And God had to destroy some of the people because of the census that David did. That was another sin.
But he committed one sin.
He killed Uriah, and he committed adultery, and he committed murder, and he went against God, and he counted the people of Israel. That was 3 sins right there.
No, but the scripture say he committed 1 sin. He did 1 sin. He didn't. After he sinned, he repented from his sin. David was a perfect man. Solomon was perfect. He was a perfect until he went off. Because once you sin, you're not perfect no more. When you don't commit sin, you are perfect.
And one that feared God and eschewed evil.
He eschewed evil means anytime sin came knocking at his door, he said, nah, to hell with that. I don't do that stuff over here. Like that Wakanda thing. Wakanda forever. We don't do that here. Not here. He didn't know for that. No, that's go over there with that stupid thing over there, okay? Oh, that's it on that? Give me Tobit.
Tobit, chapter 1, verse 2.
Go ahead.
Who in the time of Enamasa, king of the Assyrians, was led captive.
Put up verse 1,
Tobit, chapter 1, verse 1.
Okay.
The book of the words of Tobit, son of Tobiel, the son of Ananiah, the son of Adul.
So this is about Tobit. Go down to verse 3.
I, Tobit, have walked all the days of my life in the ways of truth.
In the what?
In the ways of truth.
When you walk in the ways of truth, you're a perfect man.
And justice.
And what?
And justice.
So he walked in the ways of truth and justice. He walked in the ways of God. Go ahead.
And I did many alms deeds to my brethren.
So he was always giving out to the ones who needed it most. Go ahead.
And my nation, who came with me to Nineveh, into the land of the Assyrians.
So that's it on that. Tobit said he was perfect. Give me another one. Who else is perfect? Give me more. Hold on. Give me that. What's the other one? The couple. What's the name? That they was perfect. They didn't commit no sin either. There was many other people that never could. That you might have sinned. Yes, the Bible does say that. We have all sinned. We've all sinned. But once we find out what that sin is that we continually keep doing, we have to stop doing that again. And then we're made what? You're made perfect. Because to be perfect means to be made complete or made whole. It doesn't mean to have a 6-pack abs and have OD muscles and stuff. It don't mean a sister gotta have a nice curved shaped body. That don't mean nothing. It just means to be completed and follow what God said to follow, not what man said to follow.
Why was the law put in place?
The what?
Why was there a law given?
The law was put in place. That was because the law is our heritage. It's what we're supposed to be doing. Repent, 2020, New World Order,
transhuman social credits.
What is this about?
Repent.
This is the gospel right here.
That's not his name.
His name ain't Jesus though. It's H.O.I.
Vince, come on over here.
You want to build with us?
I know you teachers, I'm saying.
Huh?
Come on over here.
I mean, what? Come on, sister. Come build with your brothers, sister. Come on, sister. Come on. Clap it up. Come on.
There you go.
Come on, sis.
Come over here with the mailman.
If you really have
I'm down with Jesus. That's the only thing I know. They helping me out understand this stuff over here.
You succumbing to the paranoia.
When you're judging me, you don't know why I'm wearing it.
We're not judging you.
Listen.
You said if I had faith, I wouldn't be wearing it, but you don't know why I'm wearing it.
That's not called judging. That's not called judging, sister.
Okay, listen. I'm seeing everybody wearing these surgical
Yeah, but I've been wearing it from before. I have sinus problems. And the cold air, it dries my throat.
Okay. That's okay.
You know what?
But you assume
listen to me. I'm gonna take low. I'm gonna be humble and take low. I was wrong. You're not wearing it for the corona.
I'm listening. You notice I'm fine. I
just love the word. You know, it makes so much sense to me. It makes so much sense.
What do you have?
So there is therefore now no condemnation to them that are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. That's when it goes in. For the Lord will be the
And 19, right? And 19.
Getting his head shaved and all the law.
Bring that out, please.
For what the law could not do.
21, start at verse 19.
God put in his own son. In the
They all Paul is following the law. He was getting his head shaved and everything.
That the righteousness of the law.
Bring it out.
So,
21 and 19. That was that 19 and 21, right?
21, 19. I think it started.
Turning at 19, going to what? Verse 20, right?
Oh, what y'all know about that?
Hold on, hold that. Yeah, bring it out.
Let's go.
Okay, Romans chapter 6, verse 14.
Bring it out.
For sin shall not have dominion over you.
Sin should not have no dominion over us. No dominion over us.
For you are not under the law.
For ye are not under the law, but under grace.
Right. Now give me the first verse. 6 and 1. Hold that. Give me 6 and 1.
Okay, 6 and 1. What shall we say then?
What shall we say then?
Shall we continue in sin?
Because, a lot of people like to twist it and say, well, if we're not under the law, we can continue in sin, right?
That grace may be abound?
Because we got grace. Because no one's forcing the law of God upon nobody. We're just telling it to you. It's your choice if you want to follow. Go ahead.
God forbid.
So what did Paul say?
God forbid.
Paul said no. God forbid, meaning no. Finish it. Go ahead.
How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?
Now stop. Right. What does that mean? How shall we that are dead? In other words, if I'm telling you that I'm dead to sin and I'm still sinning, I'm lying. That means I'm not dead to sin. So if I'm under the law, I'm still under sin because sin still has power. Because now I'm trying to do something. But now I'm under the law and I'm under grace. I'm dead. I've died. So if I've died, how can I sin?
Yeah, read on.
He's gonna cut that.
Look. He's gonna cut that.
Yeah. Romans chapter 6, verse 15. Read. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace?
Yeah,
God forbid.
Keep going though.
What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid.
So that means no, we're not supposed to continue to sin.
But you gotta explain. No, it says because if we say take our members, if we say that we are not under sin, how is it that the fact that we're still sinning? If we're not under sin, how are we sinning?
Exactly.
Because he already knows what sin is.
If you keep doing a sin, you know what sin is.
He knows what he's doing. Please,
remember,
either Paul's a liar, or you got to do something. Because Paul's following the law right here. Let's go.
This is the book of Acts.
Come on, book of Acts,
chapter 21, verse 19. And when he had saluted them, he declared, particularly what things God had wrought among the Gentiles by his ministry. And when they heard it, they glorified the Lord and said unto him, Thou seest, brother, how many thousands of Jews.
How many what?
Thousands of Jews.
How many people just in general?
Thousand.
Come on. Of what?
Of Jews.
Israelites.
There are which believe, and they are all zealous of the law.
Of the what?
Of the law.
No, grace.
Of the zealous of the law.
Of the law.
He's going.
We all kept the law. Bring it up.
He's going because he's going to go into the now.
Hold on. Bring it up. Yeah. Keep going.
And they are informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles.
Teach the what? Among the who?
The Jews.
Among the what?
The Gentiles.
Remember, Christ said, Go ye not into the ways of the Gentiles, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's right.
Paul did not go and disobey Christ. He went to the Jews. He went always to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Even when it says Gentile, it's not talking about the actual heathens. It's talking about our people who believe that they're black, who believe that they're Mexican, who believe I'm Puerto Rican. Nigga, you an Israelite. Stop thinking you a Gentile. Read on. Keep going.
Among the Gentiles to forsake Moses, saying that they ought not to circumcise their children.
That what?
ought not to circumcise their children.
That's the law. Go ahead.
Neither to walk after the customs.
What
is it therefore? The multitude must needs come together.
Gotta come together. Go ahead.
For they will hear that thou art come.
They're gonna hear that thou art come. Go ahead.
Do therefore this that we say to thee. We have 4 men which have a vow unto them. Them take and purify thyself with them.
This is a law. Go ahead.
And be at charges with them, that they may shave their heads.
That's a law. Go ahead.
And all may know that those things whereof they were informed concerning thee are nothing but that thou thyself also walkest orderly and keepest the law.
What?
Keep the law.
He's talking to Paul, right? He's talking to Paul, right? He's talking no, that's people talking to Paul because Paul is bringing people with him into the temple.
No, we're going to break this down. Shalakia, that was the elders that Paul had to come and salute to. That's why it said when we saluted the elders, those were the elders. And then the elders told him that people were saying that he was teaching against the laws and the customs.
Exactly.
And they said, okay, well, since they're saying this, go ahead and get these 4 men who are on a vow and let's prove to them that you still on
right.
So either Paul's lying or the Christian church.
No. I say Paul, he did. But why would they say Paul was doing that?
That's thus saith the Lord.
Why did Paul tell Peter,
thus saith the Lord.
when Peter came to Antioch, he told Peter, because James brought his people, and then he jumped up from the table and started running. He says, why are you trying to make them live under the law when you yourself know that you're not to?
Hold on. Give me that Romans 7 and 1 real quick.
They don't want to follow the law. I told you he know what he's doing.
So I can understand this.
I told you he know what he's doing.
That right there should stop everything right there with your house.
Yeah, but it's the guy that they whole doctrine on just said he was following the law, and he's still trying to prove it.
Look, just listen. I know, brother. Listen. We read chapter 6, right?
But you didn't finish it.
You're not gonna read the whole thing. Remember, hold on.
It's one verse under it.
Brother, listen. It's precept upon precept. Christ, I remember I showed you.
Yeah, so that's what it means.
Christ quoted Isaiah. Did you read the whole chapter? No.
If you don't read this, you check it out.
Brother, no. Brother, listen. Brother, listen.
God forbid.
I'm gonna read the next chapter. Read what he said in the next chapter. Read.
This is Romans chapter 7 and verse 1.
This is the next chapter, chapter 7.
Know ye not, brethren.
Brethren, which means Israel, because who's Paul's brothers? The Israelites.
For I speak to them that know the law.
You're supposed to know the law. He's talking to them who know God's laws.
How that the law have dominion over a man.
Exactly. It's supposed to. You're supposed to be. You're under the law.
As long as he lived.
As long as you what?
As long as he lived.
No. Now that grace came in, we're not in the law no more.
As long as he lived.
As long as he lived.
Y'all gonna stop right here,
under
right?
the law.
Now you're gonna stop right there, right?
Yeah. What you got?
No, just continue, because it talks about for the woman which has a husband is bound by the law to her husband as long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband.
What law is he quoting from there?
No, he's talking natural.
No,
if a woman makes a vow.
If the first verse says he's talking to those who know the law.
Under
what
the law
was he talking about?
The law of Moses. That's what he's talking about. The old law.
So why are you saying that that's not what he's talking about?
But no. Just it. I'm not going to do.
Okay, no, you can't finish. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
So if then while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she'd be an adulteress.
Yes.
In other words, I would be in adultery right now, saying that I'm under the law of Moses, and then also I'm under the law of Christ. That's adultery.
What law? Wait, there's a law of Christ now?
No, but that's what people are saying. But watch this. Just let me finish this. She is free from that. Wherefore, my brethren, ye are also become dead to the law by the body of Christ, that ye should be married to another.
Is that Paul who's following the law in the book of Acts? Is that the same Paul?
That he's contradicting. I'm just following up what you're reading.
But he's contradicting. That's a contradiction then.
Give me
the
Peter,
Bible
please.
does not contradict.
All right then. So Paul's writings are hard to understand because he clearly followed the law.
I understand what y'all are saying. I get it.
You understand what the Bible says.
Brother, listen.
He followed the law.
Listen. I got you. I understand what you're saying. Trust me, many of us here have had the same questions because we think it's contradicting itself. Oh, he's saying this one over here, but he's saying this over here. He's saying it's not contradicting itself. Remember, Paul's in jail writing these letters. He's sending them to different locations, to the Romans, to the Corinthians, to the Ephesians. He's sending letters to them. He's telling them in coding. He's not gonna tell you in plain English or in plain Hebrew. This is it right here. You have to decode it. Understand when he's saying that, he's saying, I'm speaking to those who know the law. When he's saying that under the law, which law was he talking about? The law of what? If you cannot do any more sacrifices because where's our temple? It got destroyed. Solomon's temple's not here no more. So we cannot do any sacrifice anymore. So we're not bound to that law, which means we're still under the Mosaic law or Yahweh's laws, not Christ, because Christ never came to do no law. He never gave no new law. He said, I came to do the will of my Father.
I mean, like, when
Remember, but the covenant's not here yet. The sky didn't crack. The chariots ain't come to deliver us yet.
Not Exodus, Ezekiel 20. Show them when we're going into the new covenant.
Oh, yeah. Come on. That's in the,
Ezekiel 20, 34. Bring it out, please.
In Ezekiel 20.
I got about 5 more minutes to go.
That's cool. So look.
I must have been home.
You got 5 minutes.
But that's awesome.
Shemai. 5 minutes, right? So I'm gonna have the brother show you something real quick, right? Remember, brother, look. Remember, we are still under the law. Remember that we still have to follow God's laws. Why is that? Because how else do you get salvation?
Through Jesus Christ.
And that's it?
By the laws of repenting.
Thank you. Give me Revelation 14:12. The last book of the Bible. You cannot disprove it now, right? The last book. 14:12. Revelation, can you hold that last one? Yeah.
No, I can't.
No, give me that.
The Bible does not contradict itself, right?
It doesn't. Okay, now watch this. Watch this.
14, verse 12.
Read.
Here is the patience of the saints.
Who the saints? The Israelites. Go ahead.
Here are they that keep the commandments.
That what?
That keep the commandments.
What's the commandments? The laws. Go ahead.
Of God.
Of what?
Of God.
No, of Moses.
Of God.
Of Yahweh. Of God. Of God. Go ahead.
And the faith.
And the way, the faith. And the faith
of Jesus.
Of Yahweh Shai. So you have to have faith, yes, but you have to follow the law. Now watch the last chapter of Revelation. Read.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 22, verse 14.
How do we get salvation? How do we get eternal life? Matthew 19:17. Read.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
That what?
That do his commandments.
No, Paul said we're under grace. We can't do the commandments no more. We can't do that no more. It's abiding. We're under the new law now. Yeah?
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Blessed are they that do his commandments. Go ahead.
That they might have right to the tree of life.
Right to the tree of life.
And may enter in through the gates into the city.
So that's eternal life. That's how you get eternal life. Keep the commandments. Even Christ said it himself in Matthew. Read Matthew 17.
Matthew chapter 17. Matthew 19, verse 17.
Read.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good?
Even Christ said, why are you calling me good? I'm not good. Remember, Christ was Solomon. He wasn't good when he was Solomon. Go ahead, read.
And there is none good.
Yeah, I know. He was Isaac. He was Adam. He was those. There is regeneration according to the Bible. I bet you know this, but maybe you did. But there is a thing called regeneration or reincarnation. Christ was Solomon. Christ was Isaac. Christ was the first Adam. Read on.
There is none good but one.
Oh, and who's that one? That's the only good one. Who is that?
That is God.
That's who?
That is God.
Yahweh. Your head.
But if thou wilt enter into life.
If you want to get into life, don't listen to what Paul said. Paul, he gives you advice. A lot of times Paul even said himself, I'm not even going to give you. He told them keep the commandments. That's it. That's Matthew 19:17. That's Christ speaking.
Okay, and you know why? Christ had not yet.
What?
Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men.
And what's that name?
We must be saved.
What's the name?
How you say
Yahweh.
Yeah.
That's the name, Yahweh.
That's the name I gotta remember. Yahweh.
That's his name, Yahweh. Because the name in Hebrew, you break it down, he shall save, or the Savior. He is salvation. Because in his name is Yahweh. Yahweh means he exists, or he is Most High God. He is a man of war. Okay? So the only way that we can receive salvation and eternal life, we must come back to our heritage and follow the laws, the statutes, and the commandments of the Most High God. Not just 10, but all 613. That's right. You cannot say, we can't do all the laws. That's a lie from the damn pit of hell when the white man tells you can't follow the laws. That's the damn lie. Exactly. The heathens lie to you. The damn white man is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. And the devil, like Esau, the damn devil. The devil lied and tells you can't keep no commandment no more. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Okay, what you got?
That's when you said 613, your face and reaction like, whoo, yeah, that's a lot, right? 13 laws and 10. That's a lot, right? That's a lot, right? That's a lot. That's a lot, right? Now, let me ask you a question. How many laws does America have?
Woo!
More than 44,000.
44,000, that's right.
More than that.
What sounds easy to follow?
More than that.
This sounds easy to follow, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why I rest in prayer with God. That's why I try to stay in my flow. I just try to be wrong with God because if I try, I think I'll fail. But if I let Him, if I just know God, you're one with me, you keep me, you're my Father. You're the one that gave me life.
Right.
So Father, when I walk out this house today, I want to represent you. I want people to see who you are through.
That's right, yeah.
So without me trying to keep it, I know He'll keep me and I'll walk in the Lord. I'm trying to keep it because I think I'll screw it up. But if I allow Him and I walk every day like God, I believe that He'll keep me and I'll walk. I completely believe that.
You might screw it up, but you still have to try.
Exactly. Remember,
No, I'm saying, yeah. So being that I know that I have to, and I've seen through reading, even the best of them fail. And he says, if I try to be justified by my own self-righteousness, instead of allowing my Father who created me and died to myself and come alive in Him, and every day when I walk up, the only thing I want people to see is Him. I don't want nobody to see me. So when I get in the way, so when I get in the way, I screw up every time. But when I just say, Father, do it, I get through the day. Why? Because I'm letting Him keep me.
You got to keep the faith of Christ.
Right.
So that way you can prosper.
You got
remember, give me two more before. Give me this. Drop what you got. Give me Luke 1:37. Give me Philippians 4:13. Read this one.
This is the book of Psalms.
You good, man. You know a lot.
Chapter 119 and verse 105.
Wait, you know why I'm good? Give me verse 100. You know why I'm good? It's not because of me. It's what the Most High gives to me. Read 100.
This is the book of Psalms.
This is why.
Chapter 119, verse 100.
This is why.
I understand.
We understand. Why?
More than the
ancients.
Oh, more than the ancients. Because I keep thy precepts.
Because I keep the precepts. I keep the laws of God. Now give me verse 105.
Verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet.
Thy word, which is the laws and commandments of God, is a lamp, the light unto me, on my feet,
and a light unto my path.
And a light unto my path. Remember, I'm trying to walk this narrow path. I ain't trying to walk this broad ass way. Broad is the way to death, man. I'm trying to walk that narrow path where you gotta be like this, you gotta be like.
Narrow is the way that leads to eternal life.
Exactly.
The Bible says that few there be there.
Exactly. This world was made for many, but few for the world to come. Now read this one. 1:37.
So y'all gonna be at next time. I want to start learning some more of this stuff.
37. Watch this,
For with God,
nothing
shall be impossible.
Nothing is impossible. Can you be perfect, right? Can you be perfect?
Through Him, I can do all things through Christ.
Read that now.
Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. All things.
What? do all things through Christ, yeah?
Except the law.
But no, you keep the law.
Except the law. All
You gotta
things,
keep
except
the law.
No, I didn't say don't. I didn't say don't. Listen.
I would just go rape somebody.
Listen.
No, I get you. I get you.
The Lord's there.
Yes.
The Bible says that we establish the law. The Bible tells me
We have to follow it.
and that's the tells me that I establish.
That's right.
So how do I establish the law? By my works?
No.
But I can't do it.
No, because listen.
But I know I can.
Listen.
I can do all things.
Do you have faith, right?
Oh yeah. That's why this coronavirus.
How do you show your faith?
Me?
How do you show your faith?
I'm walking in what he says. What he tells me.
You know what I want, right? You know what I want. What's faith without works?
Oh, see, that's I hope people don't get that. This is the way I look at that.
Okay.
Faith without work means this. I'm not trying to show people I have faith. I read and I live. Now, because I believe and I have faith, works actually happen.
Now give me Matthew 5:16.
I don't do work to
great,
show
man.
my
What's
faith.
the word say?
If I do work to show my faith, then my faith that's dead work.
Well, I'm going to show you what the Bible says.
That's dead work.
I'm going to show you what the Bible says.
But when I have faith, works automatically comes. James, because I have faith.
No. That sounds great and beautiful. But let's see what the Bible says.
This is James chapter 2 and verse 26.
What's the James? What? H.O.I.'s cousin, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
For as the body without the spirit is dead.
The what?
For as the body
without the spirit
is dead.
Is dead. Now you're a dead carcass. Right?
So faith without works.
Without the works, because how does someone see that you have faith?
By the works that you do.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
so
if
you're
I don't
supposed
have
to walk
faith,
in it.
If I don't have faith, I'm not going to work. But if I have faith, I'm automatically going to work because I have faith.
Well,
I can try to show my faith.
Right.
It's all phony though. It's not. It's just not faith.
Okay.
Faith makes me work.
Okay.
See, my works don't come because I'm trying to show you who I am. No, because I have faith. I automatically work.
Look,
I don't need nobody. I don't need to show my faith.
Listen. I'm not saying.
That's how I take.
I'm not saying that you have to like mandatorily show your faith to everybody in the world. I'm not saying that. Like a Muslim, right? They show their faith because you can see it on them. You know when you see a Muslim, that's a Muslim. You know when you see an East Indian, because they got the red dot and all that, and they have their faith in Buddha and all of that, you know, or Shiva, Shlaki, you know that's what they believe, that's their faith. You know what we believe because it shows up. Look at us. It shows on us. You know that we believe in the Most High God. We have faith, and it shows. This is faith with works. Faith without work, you're dead, man.
So that priest that's standing behind that thing raping these kids.
He ain't got no faith. He ain't got.
But
no
he got works.
What works?
You see, but you're saying what you're saying.
No, you're right.
Because it's not that.
He's right.
Faith has to. Only way works can come is through true faith.
Right.
I don't have to look like nobody.
Listen, King. Listen. These priests, King. King, listen. These priests, yes, they do have works, but their works are the devil.
Yeah.
Their faith, they have faith, but their faith is put in a trust in Satan.
Right, but they're liars. They're liars. There's a devil. They're liars.
But they showing their works by their faith. They have their faith, and without faith, your works is dead.
Right.
So you gotta have faith in something to show for it.
Exactly. But
so
faith
someone's gonna see
cometh
it.
by hearing, and hearing by the word of God.
And you have to do it.
Right.
Now, let's see
if you
what
hear the word of God, faith automatically. What did you say earlier? We are the trees of righteousness.
Right.
The planting of the Lord. Right. So if you get that planting, and he's the vine and we're the branches, so we're going to automatically show forth righteousness.
All right, I'm going to give you 2 more verses, and then I'm going to step down. Yes.
You know what? I was wondering, what you're saying, I'm more aligned with what he's saying, because if you think about it, like I played the trombone for years, and so I had to practice, I had to work at it to master the instrument. So you're saying that it naturally comes to you. You have to work and be diligent to be faithful and to abide by laws and statutes and commandments. It doesn't come easy. Like I have to fight myself and battle myself and beat myself.
All praise to y'all about shit y'all shot.
If I want to, it's not easy. It just doesn't come to you.
What happened? This is how I got my faith. Because before this, I was a church goer. I know you hear me. I know you hear me call out the covenant. But what happened was, I began to say, it's so much religion. It's too much religion in churches. God called me out. I went in my room and went on my knees, and I began to talk to God. And I said, Father, I need you to read. You said that I would not need any man teach me. Paul said, for the gospel that I preach is not after man, neither was I taught it by man, but by the revelation of Jesus Christ. So I said, Father, he's a man just like I'm a man. And I got on my knees and I began to pray. And as I began to pray, every day I would get up. Yes, there's a struggle, but there's a difference. For what the law could not do, and that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his only son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin he condemned sin in my flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in me. So as I pray, God continues to give me the grace because I believe that he's going to change me. As I'm praying and believing God, I walk out every day and I see a new me coming. It's not me trying, it's me believing and becoming something that he paid for on the cross.
But don't you
believing, you begin to try. If I have faith, I know that I can look at this mountain and say it'll move. If I don't really believe, but faith, am I trying to prove it to you that I have faith, or am I proving it to my most high?
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm going to prove it to the man, I'm going to constantly fall because I'm living to please the most high, not
so
man.
What's my work? So that means every day when I get up, my works is going to be to love like you love, to do the things that he did. Christ says, he that believeth in me, the things that I do shall he do also. So every day when I walk, I say, Father, what would you do in this?
I got something to say with that.
These are the works of God.
I got
Look
something
at
to
Jesus say. Just one more thing. He
I got
says,
you, brother.
what must I do to do the works of God?
Okay.
Jesus said, you want to know what you must do? This is his words. Believe on him in whom he has sent. That's what he said. So I said, Father, what do you mean believe on me? Believe on me and what? You'll become me. Look, I'll be in you, you'll be in me, we'll be in him, and we'll be one.
Is that enough?
Well, wait, hold
That's
on.
all I need to be one with
Hold
God.
on. How many Christians believe on Jesus? How many pastors believe on Jesus? How many Buddhists believe in Buddha? How many Muslims believe in Allah?
Yes.
Is that it? That's it? So just believe and that's it.
No. You gotta understand, it's not just a thing of saying
I heard what you
believe.
said. No,
like,
listen. I heard what you said.
It's a
Trust me.
complete 100% belief.
Listen, I heard. Give me that real quick. Give me Proverbs 3 and 5. I heard what you said. I got
because you read it in 3:16 in the beginning, and you say Christians always use that.
I know. Now I'm gonna show you something. They do believe in something.
Yeah.
We all believe in something.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. But believing is just half. It's just half the battle. You only got belief. Well, wait, but listen. Bring it up whenever. I got you. But listen, just because you believe that don't mean nothing. You can believe. But if you ain't doing nothing to show for it, then like I said, your faith or your belief is dead, man. You ain't doing nothing for it.
Yeah, but belief, your faith should put you into.
Hold on, look. Watch this.
If you don't work, if you don't have work.
Hold on.
Listen, Ecclesiasticus chapter 32, verse 24.
Bring it out. Read this.
He that believeth in the Lord.
Like you said, you believe, right?
Taketh heed to the commandment.
What?
Taketh heed to the commandment.
So you gotta take heed to the laws of God, right? Go ahead.
He that trusteth in him,
if you trust God,
shall fear never the works.
So you're not gonna fear nothing that comes to you. Which means, like the sister said, just because you saying I got belief and I got faith, if you ain't practicing what you teaching, you ain't practicing that book, then how you gonna get it?
100%.
Remember, watch this. I'm in this faith, this walk of the truth, of going on 4 years. Ask him, he knows. That's my actual blood brother. I've been doing this for almost 4 years now, and it's been a bumpy ride. It's not easy. This faith, it's not no cakewalk.
I don't think y'all hearing me.
It's been shown.
I'm believing what you're saying.
It's not. Listen, brother. It's not what we saying.
No, but I'm saying.
It's what the Bible says. I'm not saying nothing.
I agree with it.
Okay.
But the only thing I was saying was that if I works,
okay,
right, it's completely dead faith.
It's dead. That's right. Your faith is
Completely
nothing.
dead
It means
faith.
nothing.
But if I read the word and it tells me something, and I believe it,
right,
it will come to pass.
I'm gonna give you one more thing. Remember, you said you have to be like Christ, right?
The Bible said.
Okay, that's true. Was Christ perfect?
Yes.
Okay, same how Job and all the others that were perfect too. Oh, I forgot another one. It's in 1 Samuel, I forgot where it's at. But Asa, that was a perfect man too. I forgot to mention
one other
that.
person.
There's a bunch of them that's perfect. Trust me, there's a bunch of them that's perfect. Enoch.
Yeah.
But hold on, listen. Christ was perfect, right? Okay. You want to follow Christ, right?
Yes.
So that means you want to be perfect, right?
Yes.
So Christ kept what? Did Christ keep all the laws?
Every single one.
So what should you be doing?
Keeping every single one.
There you go. Not so hard, man. Not so hard.
Watch this. For Christ, going to the word, for Christ is the end of the law for righteousness. That's the word of God. I can't change that.
What does that mean?
He's the end of the law for righteousness. In other words, fulfilling the law is not what's going to make you right. He's going to make you right.
Wait.
The Bible says, for Christ is the end of the law for righteousness.
Oh my God, read.
This is the book of Proverbs.
Your interpretation.
Listen,
No,
read. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 9.
Give me 3 and 5.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, like you said, it's about Christ. It's not about the law. Read.
Even his prayer shall be an abomination.
Your prayer is an abomination now. Because you only saying about, you have to keep the law. You have to follow the law.